Hello? We're alive. Let me get the old YouTube chat open. Oh, hold on. All right. Cool. I might need to feed my buddy in Pokemon Go. Where's my controller? It's in front of me. I'm silly. I do need to feed my buddy in Pokemon Go. I guess I'll do that really quick before we get going here. Have not neglected my buddy though, so this will be really quick because all I have to do is play with them and then feed them 2 berries. Right? Yes, that's all I gotta do. Nice. Cool. Cool. What's up, Ethan? Welcome in. Okay, what was I currently doing? We're doing Highlands right now. There's motion at my front door. That's poor timing. Ooh, who's there? Looking like it's some sort of animal. Either a bird or a chipmunk. But I couldn't see it because it moved too fast. So no, we don't have to answer the door. That's good. Alright, so what we're doing right now is... So we're still going for all research perfection. I am currently on War Madam. And I need to defeat them with fire type moves. So last night... So I do some of this recording off stream too. And then also... I do some like casual play. And then if I get something, I do like a Switch recording of it. And last night, I got 2 alphas I needed. There's an alpha Voltorb, which I'm pretty sure I don't need. Pretty sure I got alpha Voltorb. But let me double check. But yeah, I got 2 alphas I needed last night. I got alpha Cherubi, which was crazy. And then I got alpha Machop. Yeah, I do have Alpha Voltorb and Electrode, so we're good on that. So we're chilling there. Cool. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Alright. What's up, Thor? Welcome in. Thank you for the shiny luck. Loving catching Pokemon only with Pokeballs, but a quick question. Are you going to catch all Hisuian Pokemon by only using Pokeballs? This is a completely different thing. This is a completely different challenge. For my full Living Dex series, I am catching everything in Pokeballs. So if there's Hisuian forms we need to catch, yes, they will be in Pokeballs, which I think I have all of them. No, I need Hisuian Decidueye, but that'll be in a Pokeball too. But for this is just getting all alphas in Legends Arceus. This is just completely different. So it doesn't matter what Pokeball we get these in. And we're also trying to perfect the research for everything. So yeah, this has nothing to do with my like full home Living Dex. I might need to hit this box. There's a solid chance I need Rotom out of boxes. And that's a Voltorb. I know I don't need Voltorb out of boxes. Are you going to do the Paths of Solitude after 2? Yeah, I probably will. I don't know if I'll do that on stream. Or like, I don't know if I'll record that. But yeah, I mean, I want to try to like 100% this game. As much as I can. I don't know about shinies. Shinies is another story. Yes, I need Wormadam. It's unfortunate that these are the ground, or the ground one. And it's currently raining. So this thing will use Earth Power and just one-shot me, so that's neat. I don't think I need to use Ember on Chimchar anymore, though. That might have been the last Ember I needed. I think now I need to focus on Monferno. I think I need to use Flamethrower and Flame Wheel on Monferno. Alright, I gotta check this. I need to use one more Ember on Chimchar. That's neat. Alright, let's heal Chimchar then. Yo, Byzantine with the no way.
Oh my gosh, my controller's vibrating.
Gotta actually start recording. Oh, let me know. I need some help with this, and I can't really hear it right now. This was really confusing. I'm currently like working on my Motostoke Gym video, and the game audio for one of the layouts was like super loud. And I was like, oh, I gotta remember to like lower the audio for that. And it's the same audio. Like, it's the same thing as every other layout I use. So I don't know why it's loud. So let me know. I'm gonna quickly switch. Actually, I'll do it once we get to Jubilife, because we're gonna have to, like, there'll be constant music playing. So it'll be easier to tell. But I'm gonna switch to that layout. And you guys have to tell me if it's like louder than this, because I don't know what was going on with that. It was very confusing. What does the top right counter mean? Do the top of the left? The top left counter is all the alphas. And it's including form changes and gender differences. And not including it's not including legendaries, because you can't get them alpha. It's not including Alolan, Vulpix, and Ninetales, because you also cannot get those alpha. I don't think I have to do anything with Cherubi. I think I just need to use Absorb on it or something. I think I still have to catch... Cherim during the daylight hours and just catch it in general. So I might have to like sleep in a tent after this. There's a Cherim. So I have to catch this before it turns nighttime. What's up, William in Punit? Welcome in. Actually, an Ember will for sure not kill this thing. So we're going to do that. And now we have Chimchar's research perfected. And Chimchar's dead again. Thank God I'm over Chimchar. Hopefully this counts as daylight hours. You have to like you have to specifically catch Cherim during the daylight hours, which is kind of stupid if I'm being honest. Why is that breaking out? Come on. At least use Petal Dance. I need to use Petal Dance. You need to catch an Amorous twice in Pokeballs will kill me when you eventually get up to that. Yeah, it's gonna suck. I have to play through Legends twice for that challenge. I haven't started new save files yet. Tell me that counted. Okay, cool. It does count as daylight hours, but I am going to fly here and sleep till morning. You got it. You're also perfecting the decks right now, going for Judith at the moment. I'm almost to Judith. I'm going in order, roughly. Like, if there's something I can get progress towards, like, easily, I'll do that. But, yeah, we're mostly going, like, in order. So right now we're on Wormadam, and I need to defeat them with Fire-type moves, so that's why I'm in the Coronet Highlands. Because Wormadam, at least to me, seems way more common in the Coronet Highlands. I didn't even know Scyther could spawn there, I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, we're just looking for trees right now. I did get an alpha Cherim last night. But it's on a Switch recording. Because I wasn't even, like, hooked up to my computer or anything. I still don't know, like, the best path for all these trees, but... You know, we're getting there. Are you done with your alpha decks? You're still stuck on distortion alpha? I mean, the counter's still there. Once that's at 322, that means we're done with the alpha decks. And honestly, I don't know what everyone else was smoking when they were talking about the distortions. The distortions alphas are the least of my concerns. I am more concerned with the Burmese, because I have most... Oh shoot. That's a scary misfortune, sister. I haven't even started Burmy yet, and I have most of the distortion alphas already. Like, the distortion alphas are just easier. They just are. I don't know what everyone else was saying. For distortions, I need specifically 2 female Sneasels, the Porygon line, a Magnemite, and the Cranidos line. Which sounds like a lot. Like, you'd be like, well, that's still a lot. Yeah, it is. But I've gotten, like, 5 of them in the time it has taken me to still not get any of the Burmies. So it's like... I definitely think like, the Burmies and Wormadams are going to be the last things I get for this alpha challenge. I think it was for Dex Perfection, the counter. How far are you on that? I don't know how far I am on the Dex Perfection, but it would be at 242 if that was the Dex Perfection counter. I don't know. That always felt kind of self-explanatory to me. Like, there's not 322 Pokemon in the Dex. And you don't need to Dex Perfect forms. I can check what I'm at for Dex Perfection after this, because I did just get Chimchar. I thought that was shaking. I almost missed that. Heracross. I don't know if I still need to catch these. Probably. I think I'll kill it if I try to attack it. Trying to find shiny Ecluse. I don't know what that is. Is that different language or typo? Yeah, Wormadam's really bad. Yeah, the Burmy lines, and I'm also getting really unlucky with them. Okay, I do still need to catch Heracross. I'm also getting very unlucky with Burmy. I should have 2 to 3 Alpha Burmies by now, assuming the odds are indeed 1 in 100, roughly, but I have 0. And I also should have about 1 Wormadam as well, with the amount I've seen, and I have none of them. I did get a Cherubi last night, though, so I just need 1 more Cherubi. You're thinking it was for Dex... Oh, I already read that. My bad. Probably Ice-Q. Oh, yeah. Maybe. That is probably Ice-Q. It's A-C-I-U-S-E. I did catch stuff. I caught a Cherim and a Heracross. Oh, guys, so it took me so long to get Alpha Ponyta, and I got it from a massive mass outbreak. Literally, like, shortly after I found a random Alpha Ponyta in the Horseshoe Plains. Like, makes sense, makes sense. Who do I put on my team? Probably Cranidos. Or Togepi. I don't know. You love the Pokedex videos? Thank you. You did it in the Obsidian Fieldlands. The Sand Gem Flats trees always spawn Wormadam. Oh, interesting. I've noticed that, like, there's perfect Chimchar now. I've noticed that I've been doing Crimson, or sorry, like, what is this place called? The Coronet Highlands, because the top trees, they always spawn, well, they don't always spawn Wormadams, but I see a lot of Wormadams from them. And then I can also get, like, Cherim, which I need, like, more Cherims caught. Okay, so everyone, I need your help. I've been editing my Motostoke Gym video, and I noticed that the game audio for when I was hunting on the Sword and Shield layout was, like, super loud. And then when I swapped to a different layout, it was quieter, and it sounded better. But the Sword and Shield, like, all the audio things are the same volume. Like, if I adjust the volume here, it's gonna adjust the volume for everything. So I need you guys to let me know if it's louder when I switch to the Sword and Shield layout. So just, like, listen to the music. My voice doesn't matter, just listen to the music, and then, like, let me know if it's louder when I switch over to this layout. All right, here we go. Is it louder now? And now is it quieter? Let me go to the other layout. It's louder? That's gotta be some crazy bug. Because I can't adjust, like, I mean, I can adjust it, but it's gonna make it quieter across everything. I have no idea why it's like this. Like, I wonder if I have to, like, remove the audio, the Elgato audio, or just, like, remove the Elgato. Oh, wait. I think I know why. No, because it's the same. No, that shouldn't matter. Is it quieter now? It's because I have to have the Elgato thing displayed twice for the dual layout. And I wonder if I can specifically make this one. Whoops, hold on. I wonder if I can, how would I do this? Because I have the Elgato, it's louder because it's displayed twice, but I only have one audio option. I wonder if there's a way I can mute one. Does anyone know how I would do that? Okay, well, I figured it out now. That's good. Because obviously I can just do this, but then that defeats the purpose of the dual layout. Unless I just have to lower it. Because, yeah, it's because it's just displayed twice, so it's like double the audio. Huh. Maybe I could figure that out, but at least I know why it's doing that. Because that was really throwing me off before. I was like, why is it louder when it's the same on everything? Yeah, 20,276. I did get the Litwick though. I don't know if I updated. I don't think I updated the layout. No, I did not update the layout. My last shiny actually is the Litwick. I guess I'll do that now. Now that while we're here. I did get the Litwick. I've been editing the video, which is why when I discovered that the audio was louder on the other layout. So I guess bear in mind that when the video comes out. About that. And we haven't picked our next target yet. My next target, probably gonna be Psyduck again. That's my longest 1 in 4096. Not my longest hunt overall. My longest hunt overall was for a 1 in 8192, and it was 54,000. But I mean, if you convert this to 1 in 8192, this is essentially going over 40,000, which would technically be my second longest ever of all time if you like converted it. So I had that about Pokemon Home, as it makes you think Gen 2 is going to. Oh, you mean like with Bank? Yeah, I hope they figure something out. Isn't that over odds by a bit? Yeah. What do you think of Pokemon Bank going down soon? Well, I don't know if it's going down soon. It could be like a year or two. But, I mean, it will go down eventually unless they figure something out. And I think it's pretty bad. I think it's one of the main things I love about the Pokemon series is the connectivity between the games. So if they remove that for most of the series, it's just not going to be the same. But there's a chance they make some sort of alternative, and also there's a chance that there's like third-party software that you can do it regardless. So I gotta figure out for Sword and Shield how I'm going to have both Elgato sources, but have audio for only one of them. Oh, there's 3 shaking trees in a row. That's kind of crazy. No worries about Bank. We have PKX already that is compatible with all Pokemon games. Yeah, but like, you gotta explain to me how that works. Because if they shut down Bank, there's a chance... Like, I've heard people say that, like, if you don't use Bank to send Pokemon up, it flags them as illegal. So, I don't know how that works. I can't really say for certain that's a thing. There's also a chance that if they remove Bank support, they remove the option to send from Bank. So even if there's, like, some third-party way to keep Bank running, then, there still might not be an option on Home to send them up. They might remove that option. So we just don't really know for sure. Another tree. See, sometimes there's so many trees here that sometimes you just really pop off with like the amount of encounters. That didn't kill the Wormadam? That's so annoying. Why is there a Gligar here? That is one thing about this game. Sometimes it's nice being able to do like triple battles. Oh, I should have just healed because I forgot these things just run away. How many more do I have to KO? Oh, geez. I have to KO 9 more. That was such a fumble. It's so annoying that like you'll just try to attack a tree or something, and some Pokemon from across the map will notice you and then join the battle, and then you'll just get screwed over because of it. Like, again, as much as I think this game is made way better than Scarlet and Violet, there's still issues with overworld Pokemon that I just think will never get solved, and I think no matter what, traditional encounters are just superior in almost every way. In PK Hex, there's a checker to verify legality of Pokemon. So you can save the Pokemon in a file. That file, then you can transfer it to a save file, and it'll auto fix it for the specific game. It uses the same checkers as Home. Huh. It seems a little complex, but I just am not. I've never used PK Hex, so I don't know how it works. Remember there was a bug in this game where this Pokemon would be impossible to catch if it just did that? There was a bug in this game where Cherim was impossible to catch if it turned into the Sunshine form, but they fixed it. Oh, another one too. We're getting a lot of trees. Like I definitely feel like there's Crimson Mirelands and Coronet Highlands have like the most amount of trees that you can get Pokemon from. Definitely feels harder to find like trees in like the Obsidian Fieldlands. Unless you're in like the Heartwood. But it's all Combies if you're in the Heartwood, so it doesn't even matter. I don't think I've ever seen the Overcast Cherim open its eyes until now. That was kind of crazy. Man, this thing doesn't even have the decency to use the move I need it to use to get Dex Perfection. It just only uses Energy Ball. Like, I need it to use Petal Dance. It's just like using every move except Petal Dance. What's up, Rowie? Welcome in. I'm doing all right. Currently exporting the Motorstoke Gym video. I was gonna try to post it today, but I would have had to stay up till like 2 in the morning to like finish editing it, and I just wasn't feeling that. So I'm gonna post it tomorrow. It's gonna take way too long. I have to not only like watch the video all the way through just to make sure there's no errors, but I also have to export it, and it's gonna take like hours to export. So yeah, it's gonna be up tomorrow. Oh, there's like no trees over here, are there? No. There's a tree over here though, but it is not shaking. Oh, you know what? I should check over here first. I don't know if I checked over here last time. Look at that, another Wormadam. It's really a shame that it has been like non-stop raining in this game when I need to use fire moves. We had like 5 minutes of sunlight, and then it's just been raining every other time. I keep having like every Pokemon, like my Monferno, my Chimchar, they just keep getting destroyed because they can't do like any damage. There were so many shaking trees this time. The Silverwind thankfully does not do anything. I need Wormadam to use Bug Buzz, which I don't even know if it knows Bug Buzz at level 45. I've had one in my party that I've been leveling up that does know Bug Buzz, but it was like the last move it learned. I'm gonna use Flamethrower. Maybe that'll one-shot it. Okay, Flamethrower is probably what I should be using in the rain. Because I still need to use Flamethrower. And it's stronger. And none of those trees are shaking, so I'm gonna go back over here. Actually, I feel like I need to be looking more over here where the trees are at. I gotta watch those trees that don't have leaves on them because it's like they can be shaking, but they're harder to tell. Well, let me check the rock. I gotta check the rocks too. I might not need it, but I think I need to have nose pass leap out of rocks. I think this one's probably going to be a Heracross, right? Oh, no, it's just a Burmy. Just finished playing Black and White for the 4th time overall for the Genies. Now starting Black White 2 for the Genesect distribution. Nice. It is such a shame that you need Black and White 2 for Genesect. Why is the counter at 322? Because that is for the alphas, for form changes and gender differences. I'm trying to get all the alphas, but I'm just like doing research perfection on everything just to see how many shinies I can get while going for the alphas. But the 322 is not including legendaries or the Alolan Vulpix or Ninetales, because those are the Pokemon you cannot get alpha. Yeah, we gotta use 25 of each. We have to use Agile Style on Wormadam 70 times. It's gonna be so annoying. 70, in my opinion, is a bit excessive. Honestly, it's more excessive for like Agile and Strong Style than it is for just the moves. Because it uses 2 PP every time. How many more of these guys we have to KO? 6? Alright. We got this. We got like 5 of them last run. Another Alpha Voltorb. Also, Luxray's research is perfected. It'd be crazy if we got the Alpha shiny. Have you ever done a Ribbon Master? Sort of. Not like really. I'm interested in it. It's just like, it's a lot. And I also, If I want to do like a full ribbon master quest, I'd want it to be on a Pokemon that can get like literally every single ribbon, and I'd want it to be a shiny. So I would essentially have to like get Coliseum and then do a shiny hunt in that game. And that's just not something that I'm thinking about doing anytime soon, especially with the threat of bank shutting down. Oh, good thing Gligar's still here. Again. So I always keep Lepa Berries on you. Yeah, I have Lepa Berries. It's just annoying, like, having to keep healing PP for something that's just so tedious. Like, there's no reason why you should need to do a move 70 times. Like, that's just ridiculous. Like, 40 is already pushing it. 70 is absurd. You need that good ribbon partner Pokemon. You're just so lazy. Yeah, like it is a commitment to do a Coliseum shiny hunt. It just really is. And it's not as much of a commitment if you use multiple systems, multiple games, but there's no universe where I'm gonna be spending that kind of money to do one hunt more effectively, so I'd be single hunting it. And it would be like months of hunting. And like, as it stands right now, there's just other hunts I'd rather do. Just did a standard Shadow Tauros from XD for a full Ribbon Master, no regrets. Yeah, that's how you do it. I just don't know if I could do it with a regular Pokemon. I feel like it'd have to be a shiny for me. And I would probably do it with Heracross, because Heracross is still one of the only Pokemon that's like has never been cut from a Pokemon game. So you'd actually be able to get a shiny Heracross with every single ribbon on it, unlike some of the other Shadow Pokemon in Coliseum. But it's not shutting down anytime soon. I mean, says who? We literally got Pokemon Company warning us to like send Pokemon up. That seems pretty apparent that it is shutting down anytime soon. I don't know where people are like getting this mindset from of like they're gonna keep it running forever. That's just not reality. They literally just lose money off of bank, keeping bank running. And even if it's like not much money to keep it running, that's still any money loss for a corporation is more than they should be losing. You guys have to realize how much of an issue corporate greed is in our society. And for any company, no matter how much money they make, if they're losing $1 a year, that's too much for them. So it's gonna get shut down, and they've literally warned us to send Pokemon up soon, so there's no confirmation. I have a feeling we'll get a confirmation relatively soon, like when an actual date will be. But like, unless they do something, unless they like have an alternative, they come up with some way to keep some way to transfer Pokemon up to like all the future games and whatnot, like it's just gonna get shut down soon. It just is. It's wishful thinking it's gonna be like another few years or so. I would say a year at most would be like my prediction. It's already a blessing that they've kept bank up for as long as they have since the eShop shut down. Because again, companies do not take kindly to losing any sort of money, no matter how little it is. And they only lose money keeping bank running at this point, once the eShop shut down, which has been like almost a year by now. Just finished all agile moves on Zoroark last night. It was incredibly tedious. Is that another 70? All of the evolutions, it was like 70 agile, but at least you could use baby doll eyes, which was just like, it didn't kill the Pokemon, so you could just stay in one battle forever. Just keep using baby doll eyes over and over again, agile style. So that one didn't feel as bad. Okay, I need to go over here first. I still haven't like completely gotten down this path that I'm doing. I don't really shiny hunt in these games, so like I don't really know like good paths to like cover everything. You never said they're keeping it forever, but they're not shutting it down tomorrow. Well, yeah, but you realize I said that a shiny hunt in Coliseum will take months, right? There's just other shinies I'd rather go for with the threat of bank shutting. Like you missed my point completely. I know it's not shutting down tomorrow, but if we have even a full year, most of that year would be going to that Coliseum hunt for me. With the amount of, unless I get it ridiculously under odds, which odds are I will not. So there's just other hunts I'd rather do than that, with bank potentially shutting down. That was the point I'm trying to make. I'm not saying it's shutting down next week, you know. Games in GameCube, yeah, like Coliseum's already a really expensive game. I understand you can use just like ROMs and stuff, like that's fine. I probably would rather use like a physical copy, but yeah, I'd have to spend like $200 on just a single copy of Coliseum, then spend months and months hunting for one shiny. And then once you get the shiny, it'd be fine. Like you could do all the ribbons in like the matter of like a week or two. That'd be fine, but it's just getting the shiny would be awful. Dude, I hate how hard it is to catch these Pokemon. I'm probably better off just like throwing jet balls at the Alpha one. You need to be lucky and get your shiny type null so you can move everything up and be done with the DS 3DS ones. Soon Zoroark is 40 Bitter Malice, 40 Nasty Plot set. That's like every fully evolved Pokemon in this game though. That's nothing new. Unless but I don't know Bitter Malice. Is that a 100% accurate move or is it like a 70% accurate? Because it's a lot worse when it's like not 100% accurate because you just will miss and then it won't count and then there goes 2 PP for no reason. Like doing the like the Psy Shield bash on like Weirdeer and Stantler were obnoxious because you have to, for like evolving Stantler, you have to use Psy Shield bash 20 times in Agile style, and you can only get 5 attempts at doing it before you have to heal. And you would miss like half the time, and then it's just like, all right, so now instead of doing this 20 times, I essentially have to attempt it like 30, 40 times. It's 100% accurate. Oh, then that's fine. That's like pretty much any other Pokemon. It's only like really annoying when it's like a not 100% accurate move, or when it's foggy, I guess. This is actually absurd how this Heracross has not gotten caught yet. Every other Heracross has taken a max of like 4 balls. This is like ball number 9. There is no way this has taken this many balls. If it breaks out after this, because obviously that's going to break out. The next one, if it breaks out, I'm running. There's no way. There's no point. Like, you can chuck 1 jet ball at the Alpha and catch it every time. This is such a waste of time. I think I've had the Alpha Heracross break out once. All right, yeah, we're running. That's just ridiculous. There's no reason why that should have taken so long to catch. Magmar is a pain to perfect. Fire Blast 25 times with 5 feet PP. Yeah. Yeah, that's an annoying one too. Well, now I have to heal literally everyone on my team because that Heracross did way too much. I guess I'm just done trying to catch Heracross from these trees. It's just not worth it. Because for some reason, they thought it was a good idea to make Pokemon harder to catch when you're in battle versus when you're out of battle. As opposed to it just being the same. Okay, I'm gonna attack that tree after healing. Yeah, an annoying one is you have to use Blizzard 40 times with Mamoswine, which is annoying because it's a 5 PP, like 80% accurate or something move. You don't know about Coliseum, but Gen 1 through 3 on the NSO, no DS, 3DS set. What do you mean by that? Are you like an insider that knows that's going to happen? Because that's just not true. Or are you just saying you hope that's the case? Because there has not been a confirmation of those games yet on the NSO. I also think they're going to wait until the Switch 2 for any virtual console games. I don't think they're going to do NSO. I think they're going to do virtual console. I don't think the Pokemon Company wants their games to be tied to an online subscription that will expire at some point. They don't want people losing their Pokemon because of the crappy practices that Nintendo makes. Like, if Nintendo didn't control, like, the eShop or anything, then Pokemon Bank would be going on as long as Pokemon would be going on for. Your uncle works for Nintendo. That's the most cliche joke I've ever heard. Wish the Game Boy GBA games, they need to be on NSO. They don't need to be on NSO. If they're on NSO, you guys are just asking for disappointment. They need to just be virtual console. You need to be able to purchase them one at a time, download them, and keep them on your Switch. Because if they're on NSO, as soon as Nintendo decides that once the Switch 2 comes out and the Switch Online is obsolete, they're going to shut it down, and then you won't have access to them anymore. Like, NSO is terrible. Like, I don't recommend you buy that for, like, games. Not worth it. It has to be virtual console. If it's NSO, then we've lost. Man, there really is not much here that I need. Like, I probably need to catch Electabuzz. Like, I probably need to catch Duskull. I don't even think I need to catch Elekid. Let's see. Mischievous caught at night without being spotted. I have to catch one Mischievous at night without being spotted. Electabuzz. Okay, I have to catch 15. And defeat them with ground type moves. Don't need to catch that. I don't really care about Bronzor because they're very common. So I'm just going to avoid that. Let's see. There's Duskull. And Stunky. So I definitely need to catch Stunkies. Gen 3 Virtual Console does ever happen. Giving it home compatibility would be nice. I think they would. If it's virtual, I think they would. I don't think that's unrealistic at all. They did it with Gen 1 and 2. Like, it'd be silly if they didn't do it with Gen 3. Like, if they did a Gen 3 virtual console, then, it would, and they didn't make it compatible with home, it would just be worse than the original versions. Like, there would be, like, no reason to buy it if it was not compatible with the modern games. Caught and defeated with dark moves. Oh, it dodged. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think that's gonna count for that. Okay, yeah. Do I have any dark moves? I doubt it. Does this guy have... He's got bulldoze and high horsepower. I think I have to use high horsepower. But we need to defeat these guys with ground moves. I also need to catch some, so we might as well start by catching them. Nose pass? What about nose pass? I don't think I have much to worry about nose pass. I know. Oops. I love when it looks like you're by far close enough and you just aren't. Wow, that alpha just does not want to get caught. Oh, he spotted me. Are these things still spawning? I swear it wasn't before. I have to stun them using items, I guess. Man, I really would have just preferred to target the one that was right in front of me trying to kill me. Okay, cool. Oh, I don't need to... Wait, okay, I don't need to... How many times do I have to stun these things? Did I miss it? No. 10? Okay. We'll just attack this one with a ground move. We can stun them later. Okay, there's another Electabuzz here. Which is just right here. You got the basic $20 service. That's what I have. The $50 one just isn't worth it. A Nintendo account going to be cross-compatible with the Switch 2 from they said a while back. Yeah, but isn't your Nintendo account cross-compatible from the 3DS to the Switch? That's how I added funds when they shut down the purchase option. I used my Switch, so that doesn't mean anything. That still means if they see fit, they'll still shut down the Switch Online, and then there goes all your save data for your NSO games. I feel like you guys should not be trying to validate them. Like, if you you're wrong if you're trying to validate them putting the Gen 3 virtual console games, not virtual console, but just the Gen 3 games on the NSO. Like, no matter what, every player, every fan should want them to be virtual console games and not on NSO. There's no benefit to them being on NSO. You have to pay a subscription for it. That's going to be more expensive overall, and then you don't get to keep the game forever. They've done Virtual Console in 7 years of the Switch. I don't see them changing that for the Switch too. Should say haven't done. Apparently there's like a Fire... Is it a Fire Emblem game? Someone was telling me there's a Fire Emblem game that's on the Virtual Console on the Switch. So... that already invalidates that. But again, you shouldn't be arguing that... Like, I understand that like, you think they're gonna do it that way. I think the reason why we don't have the Gen 3 games or the Gen 2 or 1 games on the Switch at all is because I'm willing to bet the Pokemon Company doesn't want them to be NSO, and Nintendo is probably saying they have to be NSO or you're not doing them. Either that or they're just waiting for the Switch 2. To defeat 10 more with ground moves. Okay. Just grinded 20 levels of mana, evolves with a moonstone. You gotta look these things up! I always look up how to evolve Pokemon before evolving them. For at least my living decks, not for like normal playthroughs. I'm gonna willing to bet I need to catch this Electivire. I did not mean to chuck a wing ball at that. That is not getting caught. It got caught. Okay, cool. Hello, guys. Okay, well. Even the $20 feels like a scam, low-key. It kind of is, considering the 3DS was free. The only upside of like the $20 subscription service is that every other subscription service, like online service for other systems like Xbox and PlayStation, they're all like triple the price. So that's the only thing that's like good about the Nintendo Online, is that it's nowhere near as expensive as other ones. They could give us a Pokemon collection, maybe. That'd be awesome if they did that. Like a $60 game that just includes like the first 3 generations of games. I don't know if they'd do that, but maybe have like Gen 1 and 2 as like a $60 bundle, and then Gen 3 as like its own $60 bundle. That'd be cool. Let me stun these with items. Oh my gosh. There's only so much I can do, guys. Okay, well, I'm not gonna die here, so we're just gonna do this. I agree, it's also way worse in comparison, though, so it kind of makes sense that it's less than those. Yeah, that's true. It was free before is a redundant argument. How? You can use all of the online services on the 3DS and I think Wii U for free. So how is that redundant? Also, what's the argument you're trying to make? You never said that's what you want. You're saying that's what they've done and what they said they're going to do. Give me a source, please. You're just speaking out of nowhere. They have not said they want to do the Gen 3 1, 2, 3 games on NSO, or else we would know that they're already coming, and we don't. So please give me a source, because I think you're just saying nonsense to try to like make your point valid, which I don't even know what your point is. I did not mean to catch that. I'm just so used to doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna go here if I can. Take up PC gaming if you want free online. Again, I don't know what you're trying to argue. I have no issue with paying for the online. So I don't know what you're trying to argue. I feel like you're just coming up with random stuff just to try to prove me wrong for an invalid argument to begin with. So not sure what you're talking about here. I'm not saying that the online is or isn't worth it. That's up to you. I'm just saying that you shouldn't want them to do Virtual Console on the NSO because it's just in every way worse. This is ridiculous. How is it? I don't understand the targeting in this game. These things somehow can attack when they're stunned. I don't know how that works. It was free on the Switch too. I actually didn't even know that until like recently. Apparently the Switch Online was free at the beginning, and then they started charging for it, which is wild. I always thought it came like you had to pay for it from the start, but that is not the case. You're a new subscriber, welcome in. You would think I'd be able to just come back and grab my bag that's like, that I know is right here, you know? Wouldn't that make sense? See, like, I hit it and then I still get hit by the stupid poison move. That's why I die here. I don't get that. I can't fly when I'm getting poisoned. That's neat. The fact we have to pay to play online for a game we already paid for is dumb enough. Wait, what do you mean by that, though? What game did you pay for already that you have to pay to play still? I guess that makes sense for like online only games, but I mean, I play Pokemon, so I don't have to like pay for the online to play this game. I have to pay to access some of the features, but that's kind of expected. Gen 5 Pokemon need a lot of levels to evolve. Yeah, the Gen 5 Pokemon are like notorious for having to be super high level to evolve. The corporation doesn't care about you, Fowler. That's what does defending them even do? I don't think they're trying to defend them. I think they're just saying this is what's going to happen, even though I'm not 100%. I just don't think that's really the case. And they're kind of just like spewing nonsense out to like try to prove me wrong when they have no sources. So it's like they're saying they've said that they're going to do NSO Virtual Console when I can assure you that has not happened. They have not said that. Or else there'd be no mystery as to what they're doing, and we would know they're already doing the Virtual Console or the NSO, which there'd be no excitement in that. We'd already know what's happening if that was the case. Was arguing with a streamer for no reason. Just enjoy the stream. Hey, I'm okay with like debate and stuff, but you gotta have stuff to back up your claims. Like, I'm totally fine like having conversations about just like opinions and stuff. Like, obviously I share my opinions about these games all the time. You don't have to agree with me, and I like when people have like valid reasons why they disagree with me. But yeah, I mean, like they kind of twisted the whole conversation to a completely different one, just to like try to prove me wrong when that didn't really make sense to begin with. Like they started talking about like I have issue with paying for online. It's like I don't have issue for paying online. I've been doing it the whole time. Like I just don't think anyone should ever want them to do the Gen 1, 2, 3 games on NSO as opposed to Virtual Console. And like, you know, they made a good point. They're saying like, oh, they haven't been doing Virtual Console on the Switch. But someone in chat disproved that like a while ago, saying there's like some Fire Emblem game that got released as a Virtual Console game. So it's like I think I genuinely believe the reason why we don't have the Virtual Console games on the Switch is two reasons. There's one of two reasons. Either they're just simply waiting for the Switch 2 to come out, or they genuinely don't want them to be via the NSO because of the reasons I've listed, and Nintendo's forcing them to have it released on NSO, and they just don't want that, so they're just not releasing them. Like, I think those are the reasons. Can only attack when stunned if they start charging. I know, but it's just dumb how they can do that. I think if they start charging an attack and you stun them, it should cancel the attack. Yeah, I've been hitting A, but sometimes it focuses on the wrong Pokemon, which is the issue. Like, it's kind of random what Pokemon it chooses to focus on. So it's been like kind of annoying dealing with that. I need to defeat one more Wormadam with fire moves. There should be an item retrieval. Yeah, just like go back. Literally not what I said. You're making assumptions on what I said. What are you referring to though? What did I say that you said? Because pretty sure you said that they said they were gonna do it that way, and I have the evidence because if you just scroll up in chat, it's just what you said. So I don't know unless we're referring to something else. Gen 5 Evo levels are absolutely crazy. Started living decks. Watching your videos in Gen 5 was easily the longest just for leveling. Yeah, that's why I do a lot of them in like later gen games, like Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, where you just have like unlimited EXP candies. You're the one twisting what I said. It wasn't starting an argument. You never said you don't want to pay for online or whatever. Just claimed that you said that. Well, you just said, what did you said take up PC gaming if you want free online. What else did you mean by that then? You can't, like come on, man. I have the evidence in the chat and you're like claiming you're not saying that. Like, what was the point of that statement if that's not at all what you meant? Like, please just tell me what your argument is, and I'll hear you out. But right now, you're not making any sense. Like, I hope you understand. Use your words and explain exactly what you're trying to say. I've already made my points, and then, like, I don't know where it spiraled out of control because you started talking about, like, free online and crap, which was not even the point of what I was saying to begin with.
This does put a smile on my face.
Yes, Survive, thank you for the follow. Thank you for putting a smile on Thanos' face. I do appreciate it. What the heck is this? A dire shroom? I don't think I've ever seen that. I'm not trying to catch the Terracross. Why are you spamming B while flying? Because it keeps you in air longer. It goes like the same speed, but keeps you in air longer. It's weird. Like, if you hold B, you descend faster. But if you want to stay in air longer, you spam it. You don't really slow down. Wasn't aimed at you, but the person above me. Wait, what did they say then?
This
oh, well, that was a different conversation, though. We're just talking about how, like, it's... we're not saying like the NSO is bad. Scout, thank you for the follow. Thank you for putting a smile on Thanos' face. I do appreciate it. No, they were just following up with what we were talking about, saying like the NSO. Well, there was someone in the Twitch chat that said the NSO at $20 feels like a scam. And I was saying like, well, at least it's $20 as opposed to like $60 that other online services are. And then there was the conversation of like, yeah, that's better, but also it's worse. So it kind of like balances it out, you know, like that's kind of how I see it. Like the NSO, it doesn't feel like a scam for the $20 one. It feels balanced for the quality of it. If it was like really good quality, it would be like a deal, honestly. It'd be like a really good deal. It's just like balanced. But I still prefer paying $20 a year as opposed to $60, you know? These are the, yeah, those are the alphas. Just these ones. Hopefully that's everything. I really have to find one more Wormadam. That's annoying. You do game on PC, but it's kind of irrelevant to completely different console with exclusive IPs. Yeah, I agree with that. It's a better argument if you're talking like PC versus like Xbox or PlayStation, especially Xbox, because you can get like all the Xbox games on PC. I have noticed though that like the online for the for like Xbox is like less and less required nowadays. You really only have like, I was playing online games like Overwatch and Fortnite without Xbox Live, but I had to like for Call of Duty I had to get Xbox Live. It was really weird. Finally caught the last beast, working on hatching babies now. Nice, good luck. Am I a shiny hunter at all? Yeah. Yeah, we're a shiny hunter. It's not. Okay, it's just raining. Yeah, I do a lot of shiny hunting. That's like my main thing I do. Like the living dex thing is like a more recent thing. I mainly do shiny hunting on my channels. We're just kind of doing like other challenges, because honestly there's more to Pokemon than just shiny hunting. And honestly, shiny hunting in the later games sucks, so it's more fun to play the other games for other reasons than shiny hunting, in my opinion. I don't think I need Alpha Nose Pass, but I will catch this just in case. Oh man, good thing every Pokemon here can attack me. Except for Sudowoodo. Oh shoot. Oh, he's not gonna turn. Okay, cool. They do, at least, unless it's only for outbreaks. Because they were turning to face me in an outbreak. Okay, don't think I need that, but, you know, that's not something I see every day, so. Might as well catch it. Simply said that Nintendo... Simply stayed eat Nintendo said about taking the Nintendo account over to the new Switch, you and the other. Yeah, but you were also saying that they... Oh, you were for... Okay, so that was just miscommunication. Then that's my bad. I apologize for that. I thought we were still talking about the main like thing I was talking about was the Gen 1, 2, and 3 games on the Switch. And then that's when you said that like they said they were gonna do NSO, because we were talking about like NSO as opposed to Virtual Console. So if you had just said like, I mean, I don't want to blame you for this because this is my fault, so I apologize for that. But if you had just said like, no, I was talking about the Nintendo account moving over. But again, like my point still stands of like the same Nintendo account was still used for the 3DS as the Switch. Like that's how I was able to add funds to my 3DS eShop from the Switch eShop. You know, it was the same account. So that doesn't mean they're not going to get rid of the Switch Online at some point whenever they see. I mean, I hope they don't, but they will at some point. So if they do put Virtual Console games, or not, I keep saying Virtual Console, but if they do put like the Gen 1, 2, and 3 games on the NSO as opposed to a Virtual Console, then they will go away at some point when they shut down the online. So I just hope that the Pokemon Company is kind of fighting for Virtual Console as opposed to NSO, because like the NSO for like the subscription service for the games is it's just not gonna be worth it. Like, not only are you going to be paying way more, because obviously, at least for the Gen 3 games, for the Gen 1 and 2, probably not so much, because I think you can use the base subscription for the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Original. But for the Game Boy Advance, you need the expansion pass one that's $50. And, like, you're going to have to be paying $50 a year for a game that will eventually just not be yours at some point, and that's just not okay. Like, we're in an era now where so many corporations are pushing for digital media that you don't get to keep, when people are starting to realize that physical copies are better in every way, because you pay once and you get to keep it forever. And you don't have to worry about companies like being scummy and either taking it away or shutting down the service that allows you to access it. And it's just, whether or not they do it, I'm not saying I have proof as to what they're gonna do, but I definitely think Pokemon Company is fighting to do Virtual Console as opposed to NSO, and that's one of the potential 2 reasons why we don't have the Gen 1, 2, 3 games on the Switch, because they definitely would have done it like a year ago if there wasn't something up with it, you know? Like, they announced the Game Boy Advance on the NSO, like, a couple weeks before that Pokemon Day. That would have been the perfect time for them to announce, like, the Gen 3 games on the Switch, and they didn't. So I definitely think something's up with that. I don't have all the facts, I don't have the proof, I just have my theories, but those are my theories. Should be able to edit what you type. Yeah, I wish that was a standard in, like, anything. It is a thing you can do on iPhone now, though. Used to not be able to, like, edit your messages in, like, iMessage, but now you can. I don't know when they changed it. It's probably been a thing for a while, but I just never noticed it until my cousin, like, texted me and had a typo and then edited it. And I was like, wait, you can do that. Pretty sure Xbox is trying to do away with Live and focus more on Game Pass. Yeah, I've heard that, and it would make sense, which I'd be okay with. I don't really like Game Pass. Again, like, I'm always going to be an advocate to owning your games and not renting them. Like, Game Pass is a cool thing, and it's probably worth it to a lot of people, but for me, it is just not even close to worth it, because not only would I not probably get my money's worth out of the subscription, but again, like, there could be any moment where they just take the games that you love off of it, or they discontinue the service altogether, and that's just not good. Like, that's just not something I can handle. Like, I want to own my games. I want to own the stuff I've purchased. No way they put Gold and Silver on Nintendo Switch before making Let's Go Johto. I really hope they don't do Let's Go Johto. I would much rather have an Ilka faithful remake of Gold and Silver than a Let's Go Johto. And that's strictly because of gameplay. I think what they did in Let's Go was cooler than what they did in BDSP in terms of like narrative and like characters from later games and stuff, and just like it felt less like a one-to-one, obviously, but the gameplay was just not for me. Like, it's fun. It's a fun one-off, don't get me wrong, but it's not a game I want to keep seeing them make more of. I'd be much more okay with just a modernized Gold and Silver. Oh yeah, I gotta check to see if I have Alpha Nose Pass. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, I do. I knew I had Probo Pass, obviously. So you can play Fortnite as it is free. Any free game doesn't require Xbox Live anymore. Oh, that's what it is. That's why Overwatch worked then. Because Overwatch 2 was free. That makes sense. It is weird, though, that I have a physical copy of, like, Black Ops, and I had to, like, pay for the online for that, you know? That is a little weird. I like never knew. I didn't realize that, but that makes sense. The new Xbox is all digital though. Sad. That's the Series S. The Series X still has a disc drive, which is the one I bought. I would have, which is kind of lame. I would have honestly bought the Series S because it was cheaper, but 90% of my games are discs, so it's like I just wouldn't be able to use them if I did that. So I had to buy the X, which was annoying. Oh, the upcoming one? There's leaks for the new one? I thought it was going to be like another 3 years or so before the new one comes out. Okay, I got to use... I'm pretty sure I have to use Agile Style, Bug Buzz, Confusion. Okay. Dude, I hate how half of the Pokemon just run away in this game. Xbox Game Pass for streaming makes the console almost irrelevant now. You can argue against myself. Oh yeah, because you can just play them all on PC. Yeah. The only thing that makes consoles relevant still is the fact that they are significantly cheaper than PCs. Like, you can argue, like, PCs are, like, and obviously you'd be right, but, like, PCs are better in, like, pretty much every way because it's, like, not only, like, a gaming console, but also, like, a computer that you can, like, go on the internet and do all this stuff with, and it's, like, an all-in-one thing. But the reality is, like, a solid PC is gonna be over $1,000 easily when the best console is, like, a fraction, is, like, half of that, if not more, less than half of the price. And for me, I have no desire to start gaming on my PC. Like, I can, but I don't have like the greatest PC for gaming. So like, I can, but I'd rather just like, instead of spending hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of dollars upgrading my PC to make it capable of streaming, or not streaming, of gaming, I could just, you know, drop a few $100 on a console and then have that be good for so many years. If they kill off Bank, they better not put Gens 1 through 6 on Switch 2. I know. I don't want my physical games to be irrelevant. I hope that, like, someone was saying about, like, PK hacks working and bypassing the legality checkers. Hopefully there's not only that still working, but an easier way as well to do that. Why are they... Since when can Monferno be here? What the heck? I don't think I've ever seen Monferno here before. I did not know this was a thing. They can't permanently lock out Game Boy mark going forward. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they'll do Gen 1 through 6 all at once on the new console, but I think there will be a reality where that happens. Oh, this is gonna be tough. No, I think the Monferno despawned because of the rain. You want them to link with Stadium to go NSO? That would be cool. I don't know if they'll do that though. You like owning your games too, yeah. Sad reality that it's like not the most normal thing to like to own your games. You're not a super big fan of Johto? I'm not either, but in terms of like a remake, it's no secret that Johto's next in line. A lot of people think it's gonna be Gen 5, but Johto's more due for a remake. What's up, Acno? Welcome in. Could use the money between 3DS and Switch, but the account systems aren't exactly the same. That's why you can't take your purchases over. The NSO should be able to take over. Yeah, I hope they go that route, because that's how like every other gaming service does it. Or like for the Xbox, I don't really, I can't really speak for PlayStation because I've never owned a PlayStation. But it was like with Xbox 360, the same account that you got for Xbox 360 is for Xbox One and Xbox Series. And all of like your purchases are still there. Like I can literally still purchase like Xbox Original and Xbox 360 games for my Xbox Series. And then I can just have them on my hard drive. Like it's wild that Nintendo has taken this long to do that. But it would, if they do that, which obviously it's looking like they will probably do that. But obviously I can't say like they for sure will, because it's all just like rumors and stuff. We don't have like 100% confirmation until they announce it. But like if they do that, it would make it less likely for home to be shut down like anytime soon, you know? Like I definitely think Bank's gonna be shutting down sometime soon, unless what they could do though with Bank is they could allow purchase of a Bank subscription through home to keep it up. I don't know if they'll do that though, but that would be a good alternative. You like the Gen 2 games because it's the only way to experience the newer Kanto? The newer Kanto to me was like depressing though. At least Cinnabar Island. I do like the Gen 2 games like Gold, Silver, Crystal. I like that they are actually direct sequels to Red, Blue, Yellow. Because whatever happened in Red, Blue, Yellow is like acknowledged in Gold, Silver, Crystal. And I wish they did that more in the series. Like I wish they had like events from like past games showing up in later games. Where'd that Geodude go? There it is. Most likely because the roamers took a week to get in Gold, Silver, Crystal. For me, I've never been super fond of the Gen 2 Pokemon designs. Like, Gen 2, in my opinion, was one of the weaker generations in terms of designs. And then also, like, playing through Gold and Silver, I just am not a fan of, like, the layout of Johto. Like, it's just an annoying, like, backtracking map that's just, like, not super well designed, in my opinion. I definitely think a lot of the issues I had with Gold and Silver are for the most part fixed in Crystal, but I still have issues with like the map layout and stuff. You liked Let's Go Pikachu Eevee, but I agree with you. I think they would have done something with Let's Go related by now if they wanted to keep those games going. The only argument against that is that like Let's Go was the second remake of Kanto, and we are approaching the second remake of Johto. So if they like, if their idea is like, oh well, second remakes are going to be Let's Go, that'd be like the only argument against it. But I feel like they shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, I guess Legends does kind of put like a fork in that theory because it's, or like, I don't know, what's the saying? Like the Legends kind of like invalidates my theory because it's like, we just got a Legends game and now we're getting another Legends game. When it's like, if they were going to do that with Let's Go, they probably would have already done that by now. You give props to Sony with the discless PS5 Slim. You can buy a disc. Oh, the discless. I don't know why I just like read that really weird. The discless PS5 Slim. You can buy a disc add-on for it now if you want it later. Kind of like the Xbox 360 core could be upgraded hard drive. See, like a glass half full version of that is like yes. The glass half empty version of that is like it should have just come standard. You know. I, for one, am a believer that disk drives should come standard on consoles. I really want to catch this thing. I have to catch these things. This thing's got range. Fine, we'll use I need to get more sticky gloves. I have to defeat these guys with fire moves, I'm pretty sure. Cool Dragonite posters, where did you get them? Yeah, I did make them. I am an artist. EKX makes problems with trade up from EKX makes problems with the trade up from bank to home. I heard there's like a workaround for it though. I think it was Kintsugi was saying there was like a workaround to like make them legal. Xbox/PS5 500 600 plus PS plus / Game Pass 1,000. You're at $1,000 before $60 to $70 games. How much is Game Pass? You're implying that Game Pass is like a $500 thing, which I don't think that's true. But yeah, the games PC through online. How much are typical like PC games? Aren't a lot of like obviously there's Steam and there's like completely different prices for those, but aren't like most like AAA games the same price? PKSM is better than PK Hex for transfers. See, I've never even heard of PKSM, and I've never used PK Hex, so like we're talking not my language anymore. PlayStation had something for PSP Vita and PS3 when you buy it. One, you can have it across all 3 systems. I don't think Let's Go Johto is happening because Let's Go Pikachu Eevee was made around the time Pokemon Go was big to get people. Yeah, no, that's kind of one of my reasons as to why they shouldn't do a Let's Go Johto. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee was very clearly a way to like get people from Go interested in mainline, and for the most part it worked. They don't really have a reason to do that anymore, especially because Pokemon Go is like not in like a great spot right now. I think these guys run away, but we'll see. Yeah, they do. Some games have cross-buy and cross-saves. Ruby and Sapphire were also direct sequels to Gold and Silver 2. The TV references the Red Gyarados. Yeah, but that's like barely. Like I'm talking like Gold and Silver is literally like Red became the champion in Gold and Silver. Like Team Rocket was defeated by Red in Gold and Silver. And they're like trying to come back, you know, like the story is based on what happened in Red and Blue, you know, not just a reference. Obviously they have references to past gens in like almost every Pokemon game. The only event that mentions a previous game they remember was that you fight Cynthia in Black and White where she mentions you have the same eyes as that trainer. Yeah, it's just like small references in other games. But like Gold and Silver were like actually just direct sequels to Red Blue, you know? Didn't play too much Pokemon as a kid. I was too young to experience the older ones. But after replaying the game up to Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon for your living life, Gen 3 is easily your favorite. You still love 4? I love 4 just for nostalgia. Gen 3 has my favorite, like, designs of Pokemon. The map's not the best. It's annoying when you have to go from Mauville and then loop back to Mauville in order to get to, like, Lava Ridge Town. Sadly, not possible to make them legal because of the home tracker. There is no way to find out how a home tracker works since home is completely server side. Simply not possible. Well, was it Kintsugi was saying there's like ways you can like mirror the legality from like future game, unless they're saying like it counts them as being caught from the later games, which I would take issue with that. Steam just has sales more often, but games are the same price as console games. That's kind of what I thought. But there's also like a bunch of different sellers, like random people that sell games that they made in like 10 seconds. So like those ones are usually cheaper as opposed to like your Call of Duties. Johto had that loop problem too. Yeah, like Johto had the loop problem. But I also didn't like going to like Cinewood City. Is it Cinewood? The one where you have to like go completely to, and I'm mirrored, go completely to the left and down and then back was like annoying. And like Gen 1 and 2 and even Gen 3, they suffer from the annoyance of you get fly super late in the game. Like, you get fly really late, so it's like, when you have to backtrack, it's a chore in those games. When in, like, later games, a lot of times you get fly on, like, the second gym. Or, like, third gym, which is, like, pretty quick. Yeah, PK Hex for PC uses the same checkers as Home Scarlet and Violet to make the Pokemon legal. PKX still keeps the data, just applies the same patches at Home does. Oh yeah, see, that's what they're saying, is like it like provides patches to make them legal. That's gotta be like a newer thing though, right? If it's not like well known. Again, I don't use PK Hex, so I'm just going off of what you guys are saying. You like Black 1 and Black White 1 and Black 1 2? Black and White 1 were really fun to like, because there's like no backtracking and it's like really straightforward. It's really easy to play through the games. Not like easy, but like you don't have to like go through like mazes and crap of a map. Like it's pretty obvious where you need to go. Like, I think in a Pokemon game, the challenge should be in the battles and not in, like, figuring out where you need to go. Lately, Steam has been having mega sales, and you've been getting $60 games for, like, 10 or even 5. That is really crazy. Sometimes, like, Xbox has sales on, like, the like, digital games. I bought Portal for $4. And it's and I know it's not like a super expensive game now, but it's normally listed at like 15 or 20 bucks. So getting it for $4 was nice. PK Hex is a decade old. I know PK Hex is old. I'm saying like the ability to like Home's not a decade old. I'm saying like the option to make the Pokemon legal according to Home. That's got to be like a newer thing. I just need more Pokemon that will attack me. Because I'm sick of having to like specifically go for the back strike. Third-party key seller sites sell them cheaper if you want them close to release. There are a few reputable sellers. You put a Pokemon in Gen 8 or 9 game instead of Home. The Home tracker says the Pokemon originated from the game, not in Home. Yeah, see, I would have an issue with that. So, if that's the case, then PK still keeps the data, just applies the same patches Home does. Pokemon caught in fire and leaf can transfer the same Pokemon is transferred to bank then Home. Yeah, see that sounds like a great thing. But if the makes it forced saying it's from like Sword and Shield, I would have an issue with that. I need more Geodudes. Geodudes and Staravias. There we go. 2 more Geodudes. Black White 1 really surprised you and never played or really saw much of them and was a bit disappointed by the Pokemon from it, but playing through your living decks was super fun and the story was great. I don't remember Black 2 White 2 story. It's been so long since I played it. But, I mean, it was fine. Like, I have no complaints. I like that it was like quick to play through because I had to play through it 4 times. You could change its location data and all sorts of things, but only for transferring mons from a game and another. Keep all the original data. See, I'm still like confused. I just hope that there's some alternative that like Pokemon comes up with. Whether it's some way to keep bank running or some other way than to use bank. I just hope that becomes reality. Because I would rather not use third-party stuff to make my games compatible with each other when they were in the past. Also, if you do that, they simply could remove that Pokemon out of Home because PKX shows it as illegal and they have more strict checks than Pokemon itself. Well, I think... Well, I mean, obviously I have 2 different chats going, but I think there's some sort of miscommunication. What Kintsugi's telling me is that you can make a Pokemon completely legal if you use PK hacks. And, like, it will follow all of Home's, like, legality checkers. So I think that is what is happening. The only issue keeping bank working is they needed a DS slot adapter for the Switch. No, not necessarily. They could just have it be local. Just instead of it being like online, have it be like a transfer box, like it was in Bank. Bank had like that transfer box which was local, and then you put it on the server. Just like have like a transfer box for Home, so that when you send Pokemon up from Bank to Home like locally, it puts it in like a transfer box and then you can put it on Home. What's the fun in having everything easy? True, but sometimes convenience is nice. Did I actually use Silverwind for one of these? That's my bad. My Wormadam is level 65. I probably could go to like the Coastlands or something. just to like get more experience and then not have to worry about all these like random Bidoof, Starlies, and Cricketots that run away. That's not good. Iron Defense, that is good. So like direct Wi-Fi from 3DS to Switch. It doesn't even have to be like Wi-Fi. It could just be like through like local connectivity, the same way like DSs still connect with each other locally via like infrared or just like local communication, like whatever it is called. Pokemon could just shut down Bank and the moment all Pokemon are available to Switch. Yeah, I know they could. They could also just remove the transfer option. So even if there's some like third-party way to keep Bank running, that won't solve it. But I feel like they'd be very petty to do that, but I could also see them doing that. You make legal if you start from scratch and make it the Pokemon from zero PKX, so the illegal thing. Shiny on a shiny locked mon. If you want to transfer mons from a game to another, granted the Pokemon has to be available in the game, is 100% safe. Still don't cheat with PK Hex and make Pokemon. It's not fun. Yeah, if I were to get PK Hex, I wouldn't use it to cheat. I would just use it to like I probably will get it. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I have a... But like, so, there's some cool things you can do with it that isn't just cheating. Like, what was like Absol Blogs when he did that 3-segment to Dunsparce video with the Poke Radar. He used PK Hex to tell him if it was a 3-segment to Dunsparce or not from Gen 4 before sending it up. Like, I didn't have that luxury. I just had to send up a bunch of them and hope they were 3 segments. Actually, I'm gonna go to the coastlands. Finally finished Gen 5 evolutions. Tomorrow we evolve Kalos. Good luck. I forgot I caught that Parasect. Alright. 21, 34 Agile, 18 Bug Buzz. Oh, so we don't even have to use Confusion that much. We just have to use Bug Buzz a bunch. And then we're almost done with Oh, I have to evolve 3 Monfernos? Oh. 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 I guess I have to catch a couple, 2 Monfernos. Alright, I gotta take a quick break, though. Use it for stuff like checking the scale value, and yeah, you checked your PID on your Dunsparce to make it a 3-segment. Yeah. See, it's like cool that you can do stuff like that. Really want to know how to use PK Hex to tell if a Dunsparce will turn into a 3-segment you can find anywhere. Check Absol Blog's 3-segment to Dunsparce video for Poke Radar. It's just, there's like a simple calculator. I forget, it's like you convert the Pokemon ID to like a different code, and then, or like you convert like the code it gives you to like the Pokemon. I forget how you do it. It's like there's like a simple conversion. You convert it to like hexadecimal, and then like if like a number, he like tells you, it's like if the number ends in like an odd number or something or whatever, it's like that means it'll be 3-segment. So like obviously I'm paraphrasing, that's not all the details, but like watch his video on it and you'll be good. All right, but I'm going to take a quick break, and then what the heck happened? What did I do? And then I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Thank you everyone for waiting. All right, let me go to the coastlands. Isn't a Braviary outbreak kind of rare? Let's check out this Braviary outbreak. Just grabbed another 100 Dunsparce from Gold, Silver, Crystal just in case. It's different for that, though. Gold, Silver, Crystal is different. It's only for, like, Gen 4 and 5. I just want to check out this outbreak, see if there's a shiny in it. Also, let's see if we need to catch a bunch of Braviaries. We have to catch 15. And then 5 in the air, okay. How are we all doing tonight? We're doing all right. Just trying to make progress for completing this. Can I catch this thing from here? Or do I have to be up top? Can you imagine? There's no way I'm reaching that. Just get up here. There is a way up here, right? That hurt. There is a way up here that does not require me to go in, right? You perfected Ponyta and caught a shiny last night in Legends Arceus. Nice. Yeah, I got a shiny Ponyta from an outbreak, but I do have it perfected too. Isn't there a way to get up here without having to like go through the whole thing? Check to your files if you want to see how a Pokemon looks like in home, sending it up, not through bank to home. You're asking me if I want to see how it works. I'm okay. I don't need to see how it works. I have no reason to look into that until I have to. You can get on top of a tree and get to the top, but it's very finicky. I thought there was like an easy way to do it. That's unfortunate that I'm a grass type. We'll just KO it with this one. You can get on top. I already read that. Oh, we needed to defeat that with a fire. I didn't even remember that. I thought I already did it. I guess I'll go through. I thought there was like a really easy way to do it. I swear I did it before. I'll be pointing, I think, at one of the inner corners of the entrance. Man, you really just can't ride Weird Year in here. You get a shiny Blip Bug from your Sword and Shield DTQ and you're moving on to Toxel. Got it in 3 phases. Had 8,422 overall encounters. Wow. Is that full odds or shiny charm? So that's like, I guess that's not crazy good. I was thinking 1 in 8192. That's still, I mean, that's averaging under odds. So that's, unless it's shiny charm, then that's brutal. Where am I supposed to be going? This way? Full odds? Yeah, that's crazy. Congrats on the Blip Bug. Trade, have shiny Giratina and Regigigas. Are you asking me if I want to trade? In, like, where would I even look as, where, what am I doing that would imply in any way that I just want to, like, trade for a shiny? Or, like, I'm looking for trades. If I was looking for trades, I would have had, like, a thing on screen or in the description being, like, looking for shiny trades, you know? I mean, you have a screenshot of a Pokemon that got into home. That method, you want to know if you want to see the difference in normal look in home. Nah, I'm okay. Trading for shinies. Yeah, when hell freezes over, yeah, that's when I'll be trading for shinies. Very happy to finally be able to make progress in a shiny DTQ. Yeah, it's always crazy. DTQs are crazy. They're like so, like, they can be really hard, but they can be really rewarding and really fun. I can't, did you see that throw? That was like an accident. that was actually an accident. I'm not even kidding. That was kind of crazy. I'm gonna heal my Wormadam. What's the point of trading for a shiny? There isn't any work or effort put into it. I agree, but a lot of people probably wouldn't agree. To me, I feel like the whole point of a shiny is that it's rare. And if someone's just giving you something rare, unless it's like a sentimental thing, it really kind of takes the idea out of it. Things are going crazy. It's an Alpha Braviary. Pretty sure I already have this one. I think there's like a guaranteed Alpha Rufflet somewhere. Okay, what do I have to do with this thing? Caught in the air, Esper. Oh, I don't have to defeat them. I don't even have to keep catching them. So I'm kind of good. I will... What's happening? What was that? Why did they all fly over to the Bronzong? Okay, it's fine. I don't need to keep messing with these guys. Let's get out of here. Shinies are basically free in Scarlet and Violet, but so many people on Reddit still get excited. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just being weird if you have issue with people getting excited for shinies. What I think is weird is when like shinies are so free in Scarlet and Violet. Let me double check if I have an alpha. Yeah, I do. Shinies are so free in Scarlet and Violet, yet so many people are still like extremely down bad for shinies. Like people take issue in me like deleting shinies in Scarlet and Violet. Or, I probably should have kept that level 72 alpha over whatever one I have. I'm sure the one I have was from a Rufflet. It's probably not as high of level. I've used 4 more confusions. I should do that first. But yeah, like, people are so down bad, they get annoyed when I delete shinies in Scarlet and Violet, and they're like, well, you should just trade them to me. And it's like, dude, just find a shiny yourself. Like, it's not hard. This is just a Pow World ripoff. That's wild because this game came first. This also is like completely different gameplay than Pow World from what I've seen. Okay, I need to catch like so many of these Glameows because for some reason I like don't have any like light specimens caught when I have like 50 of these things caught. I guess I also need to spot one more without being spotted, or catch one more without being spotted. Oh my gosh. Pow World was released in 2019. Pow World was released last year. What are we even talking about? Unless you're talking about like a demo. But I don't think Pokemon Company was even aware of Pow World. This is if anything, this is more of like a Breath of the Wild inspired game. Okay, I don't think I need to catch Tangela anymore. You get 2 shiny Rattata around 192 through 196 encounters in Let's Go Pikachu, and then got around 450 encounters and no shiny since the first 2. Yeah, it happens. It's just RNG. You just got really lucky with the first 2 Rattata, and then you're getting like average to bad luck on the whatever's next. Even if you fail a shiny, you have the satisfaction of finally finding one. Wait, in what context? I think I missed something. That you prefer failing shinies over catching them. Oh, not that. Oh, you're saying it's more satisfying in Scarlet and Violet to fail shinies than to catch them? I don't really agree with that, but okay, only Bug Buzz Agile now. Back here. Checking your living dex for mini and jumbo mark after trading the entire thing up is kind of annoying, but worth it. I never even thought to do that. You have a level 100 Mayatayador shiny. I don't know what that is. Level 100 Viscagon. Don't know what that is either. You're speaking gibberish at this point. You get a full-edged shiny female Poplio in Scarlet and only 2 sandwiches. Yeah, I mean, it's still really lucky to get the female one, but I mean, like full odds shinies in Scarlet and Violet take like maybe an hour to find. Unless you're really unlucky, then it takes like 3 hours. Like, usually it'll take you like 1 to 2 shinies to just find a, or sorry, 1 to 2 sandwiches to just find a shiny in Scarlet and Violet. Spend a month soft resetting for the shiny starter in Sun and Moon. Month in oh, whoops. A month low-key doesn't seem bad for a shiny starter in Sun and Moon. This thing just kept its guard up twice and then got a move off. What the heck is that? Dude, I didn't even know Apom could be in trees. Apom must be crazy fast because, like, I'm level 66 here and I can't outspeed these things. Let's go over here. You're going for every shiny unknown and the shiny alpha unknowns. That's gonna be tough. All the alpha ones shiny is gonna be ridiculous. Getting them all alpha or all shiny is already crazy. Getting all alpha shinies is gonna be absurd. But I wish you luck. I mean, I know I gotta catch this thing. I probably have to catch Duskulls too, but I just need to start KOing these guys. Oh, whoops. I thought I was on Wormadam. Oh, I guess I don't have to catch Duskulls. One time it took you 17 sandwiches for a full odd shiny in Scarlet and Violet. That must have felt like an actual shiny hunt. My only shiny hunt in Scarlet and Violet that felt like an actual, like, full-on shiny hunt was the Tauros that, like, obviously, like, I phased a couple times, but for just Tauros, it took, like, well over 10,000. It had to have been, like, 13k or something. But I just, it's so hard to tell. Because I wasn't, like, keeping track of the Tauros. The combat breed ones. For a shiny you weren't hunting for, that's unfortunate. What's everyone's favorite shiny? I don't have like an actual like number one, but I have a few that I really like. Like I really like shiny Mew. I really like shiny Mega Gardevoir. I really like shiny Obstagoon. I really like shiny Kanto Slowbro. I really like shiny Kanto Weezing. I really like the whole shiny Trico line. These bug buzzes do not last like too long when we have to use agile style. How long I play Arceus? Are you talking like today or just total? Because I can't really tell you total. Oh, why did I do that? I have to... I don't know how that happened, but that's what I was going to try to do anyway, so it worked out. You're saying after the conversation of finding shinies rather than trading for them, you're saying finding a shiny is more satisfying than trading for one, even if you fail it. Oh yeah, I agree with that. When you fail a shiny, it's like... When you fail a shiny and then eventually reclaim it, it's like the craziest thing ever. Your entire living decks are Ribbon Masters. You send up like 2,100 plus Pokemon, and after watching your video, I think you'll add the Vivian free evolutions and Moth Thing. You don't know the English name? Mothim? Mothim. I know I need to catch these guys. Oh wait, it's past your bedtime, Murkrow. Oh, you weren't even thinking about Scarlet and Violet? Yeah, Scarlet and Violet. Like, don't get me wrong, if you full out hunt in Scarlet and Violet, there's still a level of satisfaction that can be had there. With, like, excitement in finding shinies. But when you do, like, sandwiches, like Sparkling Power, Outbreaks, Shiny Charm, you literally find a shiny, like, every 5 minutes. And it's like, people get, like, annoyed when I, like, delete my shinies in Scarlet and Violet, when if I didn't, I would just have no PC storage, because I've literally encountered thousands of shinies. Not thousands, but like I've easily encountered over 1,000 shinies in Scarlet and Violet, and I've caught them. Shiny Mega Gardevoir is so awesome. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm hoping it makes a return in Legends ZA. It would be cool if they keep the trend of making the games backwards compatible with, like, Home, because I like the idea of having a game where you can just experience the Megas again. Because if you send your Pokemon up into Home, you can get the Mega registrations, but you can't, like, have the Megas in, like, a mainline game. You love shiny dusk form like in Rock. That one's pretty cool. I like the midnight form. You love shiny Umbreon. Seeing your alphas blue stripes glow in the dark is just chef's kiss. Absolutely love shiny Rhydon. Is one of your favorite shinies in Fire Leaf. That's kind of an obscure favorite shiny. Rhydon. I feel like a lot of people don't really like Rhydon. I think it's pretty cool though. How many more times do I gotta use? Oh, I just have to use Agile Style 10 more times. Okay. It does not have to be Bug Buzz anymore. You haven't found any shiny in Scarlet and Violet? Did you, like, just start playing? Or, or have you just, like, not really looked around for shinies yet? Because if you just try to, like, look around for shinies, you'll probably find one. Even when the odds are 1 in 4096, you can, like, actually just get thousands of encounters in a, like, 30 minutes to an hour of just, like, running around. Sat here with just a single shiny in Scarlet and Violet. Well, it's been ages since you played it. So many have more, but nowhere near 1,000. I mean, I don't have them physically, but if you just, like, I mean, I went 410 phases for just one Mark shiny, you know? Like, that's for one of the marks of my Mark challenge. It took 410 shinies. There's a couple more that took over 200. Like, that alone is 1,000. And then there's a bunch that I don't even know how many took. And still took a while. And there's a bunch of other shinies I've hunted for marks and stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's over 2,000 at this point. Just absurd how easy it is to find shinies nowadays in, like, these overworld games. I was actually thinking about this last night. What could they do? I honestly think Scarlet and Violet is the peak of how easy shiny hunting can be. Because, like, what could they do to make it easier besides just doing the same thing that Scarlet and Violet is, but with higher shiny odds? Which I don't think they would do that, you know? Do you know the odds of getting a Jumbo Mark with Tidal Power? Tidal Power doesn't affect the Jumbo Mark. It's Humongo Power that you want. And if you have Humongo Power 3 running, then it's a 1 in 64 chance. Shiny Deoxys is a really cool one, and Shiny Sylveon's cool too. The only thing about Sylveon is that it's the same colors it normally is. It's just kind of like a flip-flop. but it pulls it off. It's like shiny Torchic, you know, like shiny Torchic's still cool shiny, but it is like the same colors, just flipped around. No, you were hunting for 2 hours and got no shinies. You definitely found a shiny, you just probably didn't see it and failed it. Hate to break it to you. First ever shiny was shiny Drowsy and silver. You're like, oh, it's purple. That's awesome. You have to did have to delete so many shiny Combies you wanted for your shiny living decks and you get male once only. One more agile style and I'm chilling. Come on. It broke out again? Are you kidding me? Fine, I won't catch you. Managed to get a shiny Clefairy with a special mark on your birthday. Nice. Doesn't really matter what I do at this point. Well, I'm getting targeted. There's no way you found 2,000 shinies because there's people who hunt with Charm and Sparkling Power and only get like 7 shinies in a day. And you don't you do full odds? Well, for my Mark challenge, I don't do full odds. Guys, saying I'm a full odds hunter doesn't mean I'm locked into full odds and it's like I'm incapable of doing method hunts. I just don't count them for a shiny living dex. That's the only difference. Like I still do method hunts. They just don't count for like a shiny living dex for me. And it would be unrealistic to try to get every mark on shinies full odds. That would take years and years and years and probably would never happen. Oh, I don't think I need this Wormadam anymore. I kind of want to keep it, though. Level 66. Now it's time for Mothim. Which I have to defeat them. Ancient Power. I have to use Ancient Power. Okay. I know I have to defeat Mothim with Rock-type moves. Shiny Skorupi is so good too. Yeah, it is. And Drapion in the 2D. Yeah, Drapion in the 2D area was like just the same colors as Shiny Skorupi. It was incredible. I don't know what they were thinking changing it. All right, rock type moves, Silver Wind, Bug Buzz, Strong Style. We don't have to do as many moves. That's gonna be nice. I should probably go to the Highlands for this, though. There's probably more Mothims in the Highlands. There's only, like, 2 here. Unless there's, like, another spot. But as much as I want to, like, look around for these things, I know there's a bunch in the Highlands. Kind of wish they kept Shiny Charizard as purple. I am okay with them not being purple. It'd be cool. I mean, I don't really want them to make another form of Charizard because it's already absurd how many forms it has. But if they were to make another form of Charizard, it'd be cool if the shiny was like the same as the Gen 2 one, as like a throwback. Because shiny Mega Charizard Y is a throwback to the Gen 4 era Charizard. The Gen 4 era Charizard is like a purplish color. Shiny. Gen 3, and then I think Gen 3 was black, and then Gen 4 and 5 was like a purplish, and then Gen 6 went back to like full black. But the Mega Y is like still that purplish color. It doesn't deserve another form where it gets so much hype. Dude, people are like people don't really realize that like hype for Charizard has nothing to do with the forms it gets. I'm sure every Charizard fan doesn't care that it has other forms. Like I like Charizard, but it is annoying. Like I roll my eyes every time it gets another form. Like I literally said like I don't think it should get another form, but if it does, like Charizard fans still get annoyed when they give it 50 different forms. Like it's just like Charizard. I don't think Charizard's necessarily overrated because I think it's a respectably rated Pokemon. It's definitely deserving of being like one of the most popular Pokemon, if not the most popular Pokemon. But it is annoying how Game Freak treats it. Like shoving it down our throats. Like I get annoyed. Not just Game Freak, but just like the Pokemon Company. Like, it's annoying as someone who enjoys Charizard, seeing Charizard in like every other TCG set, and it being the #1 pull of every set, or seeing it get 50 different forms in the mainline games. Like, that's still annoying. Like, Charizard can be a popular Pokemon. They don't need to give it 50 forms or treat it like that. Like think of Pikachu. Pikachu's a really popular Pokemon. I guess Pikachu technically has more forms, so I guess that's an invalid argument. Where am I going? I'm going to the Highlands. Give other love to the other starters. I hope we get the Kalos starters getting Megas in ZA. It's weird to me that the Kalos starters don't have Megas. Oh, I should stop recording. I've been recording for 42 minutes. All right, cool. So if I find a shiny or an elf I need, it's not going to be a 40-minute clip. That's going to be sitting on my PC for months. What do I gotta do? Silverwind and Bug Buzz. I should make sure this thing has Silverwind and Bug Buzz. Silverwind. The Emboar fans are worse. What is with Emboar? I don't really hear about Emboar too often. I think I have to KO this thing with flying type moves, so I'm just gonna do that. Mega Greninja would go crazy. We already have Mega Greninja. It's just not called Mega Greninja. So. But I could see them giving Greninja a different Mega, you know? Than the Ash one. The shiny dolphin is so lacking. I wish it was more vibrant. I mean, it's purple. I think it's a kind of a cool shiny. I just think I don't like Palafin as a concept. Like, it's like an interesting concept. I'm not a fan of it. Like, I understand it's supposed to be like Superman in disguise. I don't like it. I think it just should have only been the hero form. Or at least have the hero form be like a boxable form in home. But I get why you can't do that. Because it'd be broken in battles. Shiny Charcadet sucks too. Shiny Charcadet sucks, but the actual offensive shiny is Ceruledge. Ceruledge's shiny is offensive. The other two are just not good. So Happy Flabebe was really shiny with this event in Pogo. Yeah, the issue is it doesn't spawn. This event sucks. They added a new costume for FOMO. They added the monkeys in the wild, but they're extremely rare. And then they added the shiny Flabebes, but they're extremely rare. And apparently, if you buy the $8 ticket for Zarude, which I think is a scam, then you get more of the good spawns from Incense, which is also a scam. Like, it's just a poorly designed event. Such a greedy event. That could have been way better if they just weren't so greedy. Sorry for venting. FOMO? Yeah, that's a acronym for fear of missing out. They make all these like costume Pokemon that have shinies that are like full odds and really hard to get, so you can like grind and be scared because half the time they don't re-release them. Like, this could very well be the only time the costume Cottony is in the game. Like, there's some costume Pokemon that have been released one time, like, years ago, that you probably don't even realize exist, and they just have never been re-released, and they probably never will. How about getting Pikachu a mage? I don't know what that means. Hope they finally might give us Flower of Ruin Floette. Oh, like the Eternal Flower Floette. I have a feeling we'll get that in Legends ZA. But there is a chance we don't. Ah! Very scary. I almost hit her. They need to bring back the dressed up Pikachus. For mainline, I agree. Same with the spiky-eared Pichu. I don't like when they make like different versions of Pokemon that are not available in any game except for one. Not a fan of that. So if they brought back like spiky-eared Pichu or the cosplay Pikachus for like the modern games, and then made them boxable in home, that'd be cool. Completely forgot about Ash Greninja. It felt like it didn't really get much spotlight. I kind of disagree because it was like Ash's like main Pokemon in the anime. The same thing I feel about Charizard is what I felt with Ash Greninja. It felt like a forced thing that they did just because the Pokemon's popular. And I actually think Greninja's a bit overrated, if I'm being honest. I'm not really... Like, Greninja is not my favorite Gen 6 starter. So it always, like, blows my mind when it's, like, the #1 voted Pokemon in the, like, the Pokemon Day thing or whatever. And getting, like, an Ash form. Chespin line Rise Up. I hate Quilladin, but Chestnut is my favorite of the 3 fully evolved ones. My least favorite is probably Delphox, though. Delphox is just a really disappointing, like, fully evolved Pokemon. Yes, you will gladly spend $8 for another chance to get a Bat High Visa Rude. Exactly. But, like, literally this event is, like, completely useless unless you buy that ticket too, which is so stupid. Like, they literally say, like, if you buy the ticket, you'll have an increased chance of encountering the elemental monkeys, the flabebes, and the costume cottony. Like, all the desirable things you have a higher chance of encountering from incense. Which incense is also a scam, because it's literally just your game is predetermined if you get something good out of it, and running incense, you're just waiting to see if you're picked to get the good thing. Like, there's no grind in it. There's nothing you can do to, like, make your odds better. Just your incense is either gonna give you what you want or not. So even if you buy the $8 ticket and you have a better chance at getting good things from this event, you're still probably not gonna really get anything good from this event. They'll bring you back for Johto remakes, trust. I don't know. I don't know. I hope so. Where'd you get the Flowers of Ruin from? Well, there's Treasures of Ruin from Scarlet and Violet, the like Wo-Chien, Xianpao, Chiyu, and Tinglu. Those are called Treasures of Ruin. So maybe you just got those mixed up. You were lucky to get the Shiny Worlds 2025 Championship PQ. I got that one and the 2024 one. Or sorry, the 2025. You mean 2023? I got the 2023 and the 2022 one shiny, but that's because they actually increased the shiny rate of those ones. And I do this little thing called I use a bunch of different accounts and go around going for all the research so that I have like a higher chance, because it's just annoying that it's like limited time and they'll never come back. Yeah, you're peeved they released a shiny Jirachi event. I'm not peeved about that. It's annoying that it's like you can't get it now, but they usually do that for mythicals, so. I mean, if Bank shuts down, there'll be no legitimate way to get a shiny Jirachi in home outside of the Go one. Oh, whoops, I'm killing these with the wrong Pokemon. That's my bad. You love shiny Fennekin and breaks him, but Delphox is just... I mean, the shiny's cool. The Pokemon is just disappointing now. Like, Braixen, it's the same thing. It's the same thing I feel about Incineroar, but not as strongly. Sorry, like, Incineroar I don't feel as strongly. Like, Torracat is so cool. Like, Braixen's so cool. But their fully evolved ones they just don't do it for me. Hope we can get the different fur trims and stay with home transfer and ZA. No way you'll go to Egypt for the... Oh, I guarantee we will. They already showed a different fur form in the trailer. Guarantee we'll be able to do it, and unless they bring back the... I don't even know if it was a bug or they just decided to change it, but in Gen 6... Gen 6 is the only gen where if you put a Furfrou in the PC, it'll revert forms. In Gen 7, you can put it in the PC and it won't revert forms, so... If they somehow bring that back, which is very unlikely, we should be chilling once ZA comes out. Dude, this girl needs to go away. You always feel so much FOMO when they don't get the new release shiny or costume shiny in a Pogo event. It's more for the new release shinies are fine because they do bring those back. Sometimes it takes a while, but they usually bring those back. The costume shinies, it's like a coin flip if it's ever coming back or not. Like, you just never know, because some of them they bring back like every year, and then some it's like they just will never bring them back. Like Halloween, it's pretty safe to assume that Halloween, if you miss out on like the costume Pikachu or Gengar, you're not getting another chance. Very safe to assume that. because they do a new one every single year. But for like Fashion Week, they've been pretty good at bringing back like all of those costume Pokemon, except for like the Sneasel they didn't bring back. So yeah, it's literally like a coin flip. Spent 30 minutes getting all 10 Furfru and changing their form just to put them in the PC and they revert back to normal. Yeah, it is so dumb that it does that. You don't care about costume shinies because they can't be brought into home? Yeah, but you're kind of a minority in that, I will say. Like, most people for Go, they care about Go as its own thing, not as like a means of getting Pokemon for home. Like, most people who, like, play Go, play it for Go, not because it's, like, can connect to the main series. Obviously, there are people that, like, clearly will, like, play community days and stuff just to get the Pokemon for the main series and whatnot, which, that's totally understandable. But majority of Go players are not that. Like, don't do that. So it's just, like, a crazy FOMO thing that they do all the time. They always bring back the new release shiny costumes are a lottery, yeah. Yeah, it's really annoying. That's what makes it FOMO. Like, if you knew for sure they were bringing them back, then it'd be like, whatever. But it's like some of them they do, and then some of them they don't. And you just don't know. You never know. Going through all the mainline games, trying to get the decks of all in-game trades. All in-game trades? Nice. It's a random one. You love costume shinies, you love Go, and love Go for Pokemon Go. The costume shinies were cool, but they became so excessive that it's just annoying when they keep adding more. It was cool when it was pretty much just like Pikachu getting costumes and then maybe like one or two other Pokemon, but now there's literally Pokemon that are just impossible to get all of them. Like, they have Eevee that has costume from a Safari Zone event that evolves, and you need like 9 of them that can be shiny, but people who even attended the Safari Zone event only got like 2 encounters for it. So it's like even the people that attend those events cannot get them all. Like, it's ridiculous. Or like there's ones that are exclusive to like Singapore. And it's like, before it was cool trying to just like, even though like it was, I try to make it where it was like, all right, I don't have to get every single costume shiny. It's cool if it happens, but I don't have to do it. But now it's like there's costume Pokemon I just will never get because they're like Japan exclusive. And that's just, it's absurd. Like, it's way too excessive now. Good night, Thor. Thank you for hanging out. You want the Cottony so badly? Well, hopefully you get it, because there's a good chance it doesn't come back after this. The random event. If it was like a yearly event they did, it'd be like, yeah, it'd probably come back, but I don't know. Silver Wind and Bug Buzz, okay. Oh, I'm supposed to do strong style. Whoops. Kind of in that minority too, though you like getting the shinies too. Yeah, like, before it was like realistic to try to get them all shiny, except for like the Pichus. But yeah, nowadays it's just not realistic to go for. It's way too excessive, and then it's literally the only reason they still do them is because of FOMO. Like, again, Niantic is notorious for doing everything in their power to prolong the lifespan of their game, but the way they do it causes people to not want to play their game anymore. Like, they do it so backwards. It's why, like, I don't make content on their game anymore. I don't play it nearly as much as I did. You You stopped caring about Go after the Kanto tour, only playing for the shiny for home. Would have stopped playing ages ago if you could transfer the shiny from home easily for free. See, for me, it's like I find value in shinies from Go in Go, and then shinies from main series in main series. Like, there's certain shinies that are cooler to have in the main series from the main series, and then there's shinies that are cooler to have from Go in Go. Like, for example, what's a really good example? Like shiny Salandit, or I guess shiny Salandit's not in the game yet. What's like a relatively new? Let's just say shiny Flabebe. That shiny just got released in Pokemon Go, like the white flower or whatever. That shiny's way easier to get in Scarlet and Violet than in Go right now. Like it'd be cooler to have a shiny Flabebe in Go. And then on the like other side of things, like let's say they released shiny Sizzlipede in Pokemon Go, which they don't even have Sizzlipede in Pokemon Go, but it's just hypothetical. Shiny Sizzlipede is cooler in mainline games than in Pokemon Go because it's a lot harder to get in the mainline games than it would be in Go. So there's just like certain Pokemon that are just way harder to get in Go. And I definitely think like with Scarlet and Violet, I think Go shinies overall are harder to get than in mainline games with Scarlet and Violet existing. Scarlet and Violet is essentially like if you do Sandwich and Sparkling Power, you're essentially giving yourself a community day, but you can do it anytime. When everything in Pokemon Go is like limited time. And like the things you like want to target don't always spawn, so yeah, I like keeping them separate. But we all have our own rules. Think about getting every in-game trade Pokemon, but you also want to get every Pokemon with your ID, so you decided not to? Yeah. Strong. I don't have to do too many more strong styles. I need to attack Pokemon that, like... Well, actually, I should just keep going for the Paris. Because I need to... Let me check the Paris dex. Oh, I don't have to keep going for Paris. I just have to have it used to defeat. I still need to defeat Parasect though, not with flying type moves. You did though. You're putting that Haunter with the Everstone in the trash box. True. How dare that NPC? Is there a Parasect that spawns over here? Yes. Yes. Not mean to do that. You'll use a good amount of incenses, hoping and praying. I hope you bought the ticket, because apparently you're more likely if you buy the ticket. Problem is you work on community days, so sometimes you forget until almost 5 p.m. Yeah, that kind of sucks. There's not really much you can do about that. That's why I wish they made like the 6-hour community days again. 6-hour community days, although seem very excessive, which they kind of are, it was nice being able to be like, well, I don't really want to play until 5, so I can at least, like, you know, play for a few hours on my own time. As opposed to specifically having it be 2 to 5, you know? You stopped playing Go for a while because they supported Autism Speaks. Nothing wrong with supporting charities, but Autism Speaks is such a god-awful excuse for a charity. I don't even know they did that. I don't remember that ever happening. We're so excited to be able to shiny hunt Carnivine and Corsola in real time over spring break. That's pretty cool. Good luck, good luck. The Corsola is a crazy rare one. Heracross will eventually... Oh, you say Carnivine. Yeah, Carnivine will be cool too. I was gonna say, I'm like, Heracross, once they release the Mega, they'll just put it in raids every now and then. Yeah, they are pretty cool shinies. Corsola would be crazy. Corsola is one of the most desired shinies in Go right now. In and probably will be for a while. Five more strong style. Anyone here play Pokemon Sleep? I do not. I don't know about anyone else though. Was even Pokemon Sleep? You haven't seen anything of it and you know how it works? You essentially just like sleep and then it like gives you stuff when you wake up. It, like tracks your sleep and then it like gives you Pokemon and stuff. You have shiny Heracross from GoFest Global? I do too, which was I was pretty excited about. Ooh, another Parasect. Two more strong style. So this Reddit post where the guy said, "Thank God you finally got a shiny Fennekin after 500 SRs, XY full odds, hundreds of comments trashing the dude for saying finally and making fun of him. Aspects of shiny hunting community you can't stand." Yeah, you shouldn't trash talk people, but at the same time, it is kind of like, it does come off as arrogant when you say finally getting something absurdly under odds, you know? But I understand the X and Y starters take a while to hunt. But yeah. A lot, like, when you say finally for getting something like really far under odds, that just sounds like, I don't know, it sounds very entitled. So I'm sure they didn't mean that, but at the same time, no one should be bullied for that, but at the same time, it's like, you know? You're here and playing a Pokemon randomizer, good luck. There's definitely a newer hunter and people came at him because of that. See, like, if it's obvious they're like a newer hunter and they don't realize it, instead of like trash talking them, being like, just be like, hey, you actually got really lucky at that. That could have easily taken a lot longer. You know? So yeah, as opposed to like bullying someone, there's a better way to go about it. I don't think I have to use Strong Style anymore. I don't. I just have to use Silverwind and Bug Buzz over and over again. I was like, this thing's gonna, for some reason, have some rock move and just one-shot me, but I think I'm gonna kill it with a flying move, just so I can get that progress. That's the correct response. Maybe that's just Reddit general though. Yeah, I mean, it'd be no different than like Twitter. It's just people on the internet are like that. Probably not the best idea to attack an electric type, but we're gonna do it anyway. I guess if we catch him off guard, it's fine. We can two-shot him. How many more times do I have to use Ancient. I'm almost done with Ancient Power. I should just do that really quick with like these Golbats. Oh, is that another bag? I'm like finding these bags without looking for them. It's kind of funny. What all did you have on your bingo card for this year? I have a lot of stuff. I have 2 targets checked off though. I got Vulpix and Sizzlipede from Sword and Shield. My next target I'm gonna go for that's on my bingo card is probably Psyduck in Gen 3. The only walker devices I have are I have the Pokeball Plus. That's the only one I have. And I used to have the Pokemon Go Plus, like the OG one, but I think I dropped it when I was like getting into my car and then I lost it. I never found it again. It was on like Charmander Community Day. To do the 100% Surf Spawn in Gen 3 for Psyduck. I'm gonna do one more phase in the Seafoam Islands on the off chance that I get like either a Slowpoke. I'm gonna do that repel trick I did in the first floor, where it's like 90% Psyduck on Fire Red and 90% Slowpoke on Leaf Green. And I'm just gonna do one phase there. If I get Psyduck, awesome. If I get Slowpoke, awesome. Then after that, I will, if I get Slowpoke, then I'll do the Safari Zone surfing encounters. Because Safari Zone, I'll do like, the reason Safari Zone is because it's obviously, it's 100% surfing encounter in Fire Red, Leaf Green in a lot of, or in Fire Red in a lot of places, but not Leaf Green. But in the Safari Zone in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, surfing is 100% Psyduck. So if I just do all like 5 games on Safari Zone, it'll be just a lot more chances at once. It'll just make the hunt go faster. I'll have to do Sweet Scent. But that's my plan for that. I also plan to do, they're not on my bingo card, but I also plan to do a bunch of, a couple like really easy 100% encounter hunts. I want to do the Diglett. Oh, it's foggy weather. I'm gonna sleep. Screw this. I'm not doing this. We're not doing this. It turns foggy mid-battle, and then it's like, here, you're missing half of your moves now. It's like, cool. But yeah, I'm gonna do the 100%. Well, it's technically 95% Diglett in Diglett's tunnel or Diglett's cave in Fire Red, Leaf Green, just to like finish off that line. 5% Doug Trio. And then I want to do the 100% Paris in Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Mount Moon, just to finish off that line. Just get like a couple easy ones, just like chill. Easy ones would be nice, just to like get some more progress for my Kanto Shiny Living decks. But they're not on my bingo card. All right, done with Silverwind. Luxray, Bug Buzz. Wait, is Bug Buzz the one I have to do I have to do 40. No. Wait. Yeah, I think I do have to do 40 Bug Buzz. Unless it's 25 for both of them. What's up, Sir Knight? Good progress so far with these. Thank you. We're doing pretty well on this. We're still on the Fieldlands decks, but once we're done with Fieldlands, I was going through the other dexes, which there are some Pokemon that aren't in any of those dexes. It's only in the full decks, like the Space-Time Distortions and whatnot. Once we're done with the Obsidian Fieldlands decks, it's like Obsidian Fieldlands has 85 Pokemon. After the Fieldlands, the Crimson Mirelands has like 40 Pokemon that are new to go for. And then like the Coastlands has like 30 something. and then like the Highlands will have like 20 something, and like they literally get less and less every time. So like each dex is gonna be easier than the last. You're planning on doing Diglett at some point soon as well? I did one a while ago. I just want to get one more to complete the set. I want to just like fill out. I want to start like really filling out some dex, like some shiny living dex entries. You think of Gen 3 shinies, you think of the videos of shiny Pidgeys using Whirlwind first turn. I haven't failed a shiny Pidgey though. I think when I hunted, when I needed shiny Pidgey for the dex, I think I used a Diglett. Because then Whirlwind, no, not Diglett. No, I don't think I prepared for those. I was just like hoping. No, when I was hunting for Pidgey for like the actual living decks that I needed, I just was hunting low level ones that didn't get Whirlwind. And then when I was hunting like other things, I was just hoping I wouldn't get Pidgey. And then when I hunted for like Vulpix and Growlithe and Meowth and whatnot, I did get a shiny Pidgey, and it was like the one level that was like low enough to not have Whirlwind. And I was like, oh, I'm not prepared. But then I looked, I'm like, oh, it can't get Whirlwind. Let's go. On a shiny Terra Ursaring and Scarlet. Nice. Did you reset for it, or was it like random? Also, in terms of failing shinies in Gen 3, I should have failed 2 Geodudes, and I just got lucky and didn't. The first Geodude, I didn't realize got self-destruct at the level it was at, so I like casually just like swapped into a different Pokemon, and it just luckily didn't go for self-destruct turn 1. And then the second one, I was gonna run from it. I wasn't paying attention, but because the sparkle went off, it like made me not input the like I literally hit down right A to run from it. But I was like too early because of the sparkle going off. So like I didn't. You reset 266 is crazy fast for a reset, because those aren't boosted odds in any way. Think we'll ever get an Eevee Ghost and Dragon evolution? I think a Ghost one could totally happen. I'm not sure how they would do a Dragon one just yet. Although, to be fair, like, it is... I feel like they might not be interested in making more evolutions. They might see it as being a bit excessive if they add more, because then they have to keep adding them to every game Eevee appears in. Like Legends. Like, obviously Diamond, Pearl, and even BDSP don't have Sylveon, but Legends kind of had to have Sylveon. So I don't know. I could easily see them doing a Ghost one, though. I feel like that's the most, like, obvious one they could do, is a Ghost type. Your last one was Houndoom at 500. That's crazy. You're getting pretty unlucky with all your 1-8, 1-9-2 games, though. It's been a... I mean, I'm currently getting unlucky. Not, like, crazy unlucky. But, like, Miyu, I'm, like, 10,000 something in. And Bidoof, I'm, like, I think, like, 9,000 at this point. I need someone to find my satchel. I died earlier. I lost like 60 sticky globs. $19K on this current phase for bug catching contest Scyther. Dang, hopefully you get it soon. I did just get my Litwick in the Motostoke gym after 20,276, which was absurd. So I'm hoping I like start popping off soon, and I'm hoping when I get back to like Mew and Bidoof, we like get them pretty quickly. I wanna get this like research perfect thing done, because we're gonna do like distortions while we hunt Mew again, and it'd be cool to have them all like be like max shiny rates. Plus, I don't think this will take like super long to do, honestly. Like some days we don't do as much progress as others, but like literally I've been more focused on like getting all the catches in and stuff. So like moving forward, once I get to like whatever Pokemon I need to get to, it'll pretty much just be use the certain moves on the Pokemon. So like at some point this is gonna go by a lot faster than it is. Like once we finish the Fieldlands decks, which we're like pretty much halfway, like a little less than halfway, but we have other random ones that are filled out. Like these 3 are filled out. And then we got these 2. And then we got this one. And then we got, that's it. So like we're like halfway to over halfway on the Fieldlands. And once we're done with that, it's gonna be smooth sailing. At least I hope so. Big congrats, thank you. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm gonna post the video of it tomorrow. It's kind of a long video, but you know, it's 3 shinies and just some explanation on like the hunts. Tomorrow is the 4th anniversary of your shiny hunting start. Nice. Shiny hunting start as in when you started hunting or when you got your first target? I don't even remember when I started hunting. I just remember the day I got my first target. My first hunt completed, which was December 21st, 2015. It's been almost 10 years since I've been shiny hunting, which is crazy. Which also means, so like 9 years, which also means like 9 years since I started posting Pokemon content on YouTube. My favorite legendary theme, yours is Deoxys from Emerald. Don't like the ORAS song as much. Deoxys is a cool one. That did so much damage. Deoxys is a cool one. I really like Palkia and Dialga. I like the Volo version, the Legends Arceus version of Giratina, with like one that starts with like that electric guitar, and it's like when Giratina changes form, like it goes so hard. But yeah, I like Palkia and Dialga. The Regis have a really good theme too. The Regis, even like Groudon, Kyogre, I think I like the Regis more, but I think out of the Hoenn Pokemon, for sure it's got to be Deoxys. I have to do this 11 more times still. Fully started getting into shiny hunting with Diamond Pearl Platinum with the Poke Radar. You spent hours on that. When Diamond Pearl Platinum were the newer games, I was a child. I was like 10 years old, maybe even younger. And I didn't know you could Poke Radar for shinies. Like no one did. Like we were too stupid. We didn't know how these games worked. So like we didn't even really know how shinies worked. We just know they were rare. And if you had a shiny, it was crazy. And if any, like literally anyone who had a shiny in like Diamond Pearl Platinum, it was a full odds just random shiny. Like no one hunted. Hunting wasn't like a thing. And I got my shiny Bidoof that I don't have anymore that I'm still hunting for, hopefully one day. I still need to defeat 9 Parasect. Maybe I should go over here. You were in college when they came out? Dang. Yeah, I was literally like elementary school, like first, second grade. I think I was second grade when they came out. It was the first mainline games I got was Pearl. Because I grew up in like the Gen 1, 2 era of Pokemon. Well, not really Gen 1, mostly Gen 2, but like we had Gen 1 games. Like we had Pokemon Snap, we had Pokemon Stadium. So like I was familiar with like Gen 1 Pokemon and stuff, but for some reason I didn't get into the main series until Pearl. Like for some reason the trailer, like the commercials I saw for Pokemon Pearl, Diamond and Pearl, just looked so cool, and those were like the first times I like asked for a Pokemon game for like Christmas. I still say we won't get a new evolution until they make a new special type. I don't know. It is weird that we don't have... it used to be every even generation they would add a new evolution. But Gen 8 broke that trend. So, who knows? We weren't even a year old when Diamond Pearl came out. That's crazy. 5 more bug buzzes. Oh, I don't want to fight you. I want to fight you. You're weaker. They should make a techno type. Tons of Pokemon would change to that type. I can't think of a type. They've stated that they've designed types in a way that they could just add more if they wanted to. I don't know what they would add though. Besides like maybe like the only one I could think of that people suggest that would like seem like it would work with Pokemon would be like a cosmic type, like some sort of like space type. That's got to be an Alpha Zubat. You wouldn't know based on the eyes. You can only tell because of how big it is. And then Robo Eevee. Thing is, they already have like the Paradox Pokemon from Violet, so I don't know if they would do that. Like, I feel like a space type would make the most sense as like a new type they could add. Now you feel old. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, when I was a kid, I saw a video of someone using Pokeradar to chain for a shiny, and I just thought it was fake. I was like, there's no way doing Pokeradar is gonna make it like easier to find shinies. That was the era when so many videos were like, how to get Mew 3. So it was just like, I just wasn't, there was no way I was gonna believe that you could just get easy shinies in like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum with Pokeradar. And then like years later when I got back into the series, I like looked at like Pokeradar chaining, and I was like, oh my gosh, it was real. Like I had just like a moment of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I thought that was fake when I was a kid. Crazy. Okay, now we're on Graveler. Graveler, heavy specimens I've caught, defeated with fighting type moves, times I've seen it use Rock Slide. All right, so that's pretty straightforward. Just have to teach this one Rock Slide. Already got Rock Slide, cool. I gotta put Cranidos back. I guess I can delete Cranidos. It's not an alpha. I don't have a reason to keep it. I have a little bit more of a sentimental value to this Wormadam. I've had this on my team for a while now. Oh, I should put something else on my team, though. Well, let me put, like... Let's see what Golem's doing. Golem, I have to defeat them with Steel-type moves. Why is Golem 15 strong style when, like, Wormadam is 70 agile style? Like, I don't get that. Crazy. I have to defeat them with fighting type moves, and I have to defeat Golem with steel moves. I need a Pokemon with a steel type move. Actually, let's check I keep doing the stupid crouch thing. Let's check the decks. Let's see if there's someone like, can I use Heavy Slam? No, Double Edge. Yo, any of these like Iron Tail or something? Iron Tail on Raichu. See, now we grab Raichu. And we gotta defeat golems with the Raichu. Doesn't really matter, they're the same level. Wait, which one has a higher attack stat? They're the same, okay. It doesn't matter. Alright, so now we need to... we have Machamp for fighting. We need to go... I know they have them. Heavenward Lookout, Boulder Roll Ravine, Clamberclaw Cliffs, Celestica Ruins. Or where's the where's the... wait, what? What the heck is Heavenward Lookout? Oh, it's right here. No, I never see them here. That must be super rare. I feel like I know it's like over here. There's like the alpha. Remember back in Gen 2, you met a kid once who had Celebi while on holiday? Your brother and I were kicking ourselves because we left our link cable at home. That's funny. Don't even feel my age. You enjoy the older games way more and playing on your GBA data site more than the Switch. I enjoy playing on the Switch games. It's just I don't like Scarlet and Violet. Like, I still have a great time playing this game in like Sword and Shield and BDSP on the Switch. But yeah, I don't enjoy Scarlet and Violet, so. But I mean, I put a lot into like the older games too. Hello. I have to use close combat strong style on this Machamp, so this might be kind of tedious. What's up, Dominic? Welcome in. You found it by headbutting a tree below Goldenrod. Yeah, that just means you hacked it. Okay, I have to defeat this with a steel move, but there's a solid chance Raichu is not up to the challenge. Okay. Gonna be just let me squeeze on over here. All right. Oh, it's only level 60. Okay, we're chilling. Unless it uses a okay, I can use a strong style and that will kill it. Or I'll miss and get one shot by an earthquake that's coming up right now. Stone Edge. Or just get one shot by a Stone Edge. That works too. Yeah, we'll have to keep Raichu on our team for a minute so we can like level this thing up a bit. Same with the Graveler. The Graveler is only level 30. Oh, come on. What was that? It just like teleported. Oh my gosh, that's so annoying. It's so annoying that it like glitched and just like jolted to the other way. And then it goes first and one-shots my Raichu. Oh. Oh, what am I doing? I need to go to here. There we go. Alright, I think it's still at this HP, so we can just strong style and this time not miss. There we go. Cool. Gonna head off, everyone. Have a great day. Well, thank you for hanging out. Wait, it's not... It didn't die? Wait, why did a normal one do barely less than half, but then strong style... So why is Iron Tail only 5 PP? Come on. Oh, dude, this game, man. What is the 75%? That means 75% makes it seem like you're most likely gonna land your hits. But 75% if you're the Pokemon attacking means it's actually only like 30% accurate. Little known fact. That's also not a fact at all, but it really genuinely feels like that's the case. Also, why is it taking so long to KO this? Oh yeah, because I forgot 75% means 30% accurate when you're the attacking Pokemon. When it's the opponent, they'll land it every time. Every single time they'll land it. Thank you for rolling away. First game system was an OG fat Game Boy, and you won a contest from Nintendo out of a magazine. That's pretty cool. Dude, like, I've missed this move 3 times in a row. Thank you. Jeez, that's ridiculous, man. I should be landing it 3 times in a row, not missing it 3 times in a row. That is just absurd. Are there any more... Any more Gravelers? Our first game system was a Sega Genesis. And then we got an N64. In terms of a handheld console, it was a Game Boy Advance, the old school one. You got your 412th shiny, nice. It's crazy to me that you can win stuff off a magazine and just not something you've ever thought about. I won something off of a Facebook, like, post. I won, it was like a disc golf disc. It wasn't like anything crazy, but I won it out of like a Facebook post. It's pretty cool. My brother won sunglasses from like an Instagram thing, and he got the, and apparently it was like annoying because he still had to pay for shipping, so it was kind of just like a scam. And then he got them, and they were like they weren't even the ones that he said he won. Like, they were good sunglasses, but they just like weren't the ones that were like that he thought he was getting. It's pretty funny. Like, they were the same, like, style sunglasses, they were just the wrong color. Yeah, you couldn't win things online back in the day. It's true. I have, like, we have this old school, whenever we put up the Halloween decorations, there's, like, we use newspaper to, like, pack stuff, and we have this, like, old newspaper thing of, like, it's crazy, man. It's like, it shows that like Team Rocket TCG packs for like $4 a pack, or it was like 4 for like $15 or something, like $3 a pack almost, or like, yeah, or less, or no more. I can't math, but it's like crazy to think that like back in the day, those packs that go for like hundreds of dollars now. 2 more perfects. Look at that. Thunder is 10% accurate. They just say that's what it feels like. It feels like moves that are like, dude, when you have Hypnosis on your Pokemon and it's a 70% accurate move. When I use Glade in Scarlet and Violet to like put Pokemon to sleep if I can't use Spore. And I will literally it'll be a 70% accurate Hypnosis with the wide lens, making it 80%, and I will still miss 5 times in a row. Like, it's literally like 80% means 20%. All right, but I think I'm gonna end before I actually end the stream. Hold up, let's see how many I actually have research perfect. Out of 242, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, yeah, this is where it gets rough right here. 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. 64 out of 242 is 26% of the way done. That doesn't sound that good. But on the flip side of it, like if you want to, 26% doesn't seem that impressive. But a lot of these, like especially like the coastlands, a lot of these not like no, we have to go farther in. A lot of like these like Murkrow and stuff, like I literally just have to defeat it with rock type moves and then like have it use a roost over and over again, which I can do that with like a Magikarp. Like that's gonna be fast. Like there's gonna be so many, like Skorupi I have to defeat 4 more, have it use Poison Sting and evolve 1. Like that's gonna be so easy. Like there's a bunch I've been doing like at the coastlands. And then some of them are just, a lot of them are just repeats of older ones, so like we already got all these ways filled out. So like it's gonna get better. It'll get faster. But I'm gonna end it here. We're ending it here this time. So thank you to everyone who tuned into the stream. And I